It always starts.
Maybe this time.
Hi everybody, welcome to QueueTimes. My name is Krug, and I'm here with some of my friends to experience Starfinder's Dawn of Flame campaign. The first not edition. That's not the right word. What word am I looking for? Module. Thank you. The first module of the series. We're really excited to start playing. If you guys missed it, we did a zero session for this. That is over on our YouTube channel. If you want to go check it out, that's QueueTimes. Nope, that's YouTube.com/QueueTimesMain. This is gonna be fun. Before we get too deep into stuff, why don't we go around the table, have everybody introduce themselves, and just a very brief thing about your character. Indigo, why don't we start with you?
I am playing Klaxar, a gray alien, and I'm really good at computers.
Gray is a race of aliens, not a color.
I mean, it's both. But...
No, gray is not a color. We've decided.
That's super not what I meant. Alex.
I am playing Soren, Lashunta, who accidentally killed somebody. Lashuntas have antenna and can read people's minds.
Nice.
Cool. Hi, I'm Jonas, and I'm playing Elder Zan, the captain of this beautiful vessel. Zan has 4 hands, a lot of fame. He's basically evil space Jesus with 4 hands.
So space, man.
Thank you very much for avoiding that. That was incredibly thoughtful of you.
I don't know where that sentence was going. So.
Yeah, no,
I don't
Not
either,
at all.
but
No.
I'll
Jesus is very kind and the savior of all of.
Hey, Katie, what are you playing?
I'm Katie, she, her. I will be playing Morgan, android technomancer. That's an engineer on the ship, and she is also she, her.
Nice.
I'm William, they, them, and I'm playing Boomclap, the Soki operative ace pilot, who is he, him, and he's a slightly older rodent who's been through the business, as we say on these live streams.
Is that what we say?
As we say, through
It
the
is now.
business. And he's really just here to have a good time and learn from all of the bad mistakes he's made.
We've been kind of hectically setting things up because we are testing a couple things today, and this is the first time I'm getting to actually look and pay attention to what the players look like, and you're all very awesome. Especially your hair looks very unique. Like both, yeah.
It's funny. I couldn't tell if you were pointing at me or at Katie.
Definitely Katie.
Okay, great.
Your hair's ugly. No, I'm just kidding.
By the way, both me and Zan use he, him, and Zan is a Kasatha. I missed those.
Thanks. Thanks for that.
Elder Zan.
Thanks for missing
I
those.
appreciate you stepping in there and just showing some initiative.
Yeah, you know.
Last time, during the zero session, we briefly had the players do a tiny bit of role playing because, to be frank, we needed to fill a little bit of time. So we're going to recap that briefly. The players have delivered a kind of contingent of researchers to the Far Portal Station, which is a space station built near the Far Portal, which is just a mysterious portal that's being studied by a group of researchers, hence the research that they delivered to the... Yeah, it all makes sense now. And once they delivered them, they kind of, had a couple of meaningless conversations with a couple of the occupants of the station, and out of the blue, an alarm starts to sound, and the airlock behind them closes. And that's kind of where we are right now.
The airlock behind them.
Oh, yes!
The airlock between us.
If you hadn't have reminded me, because I wasn't expecting anything of significance to happen during the zero session, I would have forgotten, and you could have just completely worked around that.
I think this is funny, though.
Yeah, I agree completely.
Yeah.
So
Zan,
yeah.
as that happens, I would like to look at you and telepathically go, "You're fucked."
During the zero session, Zan decided to stay on the ship.
Elder Zan, we have to start now or no one's going to call you.
The GM doesn't have to call you anyway.
The easy
Elder Zan. Elder Zan decided to stay on the ship while the rest of the crew disembarked and went to explore the station. Because of that, when the airlock closed, Zan is now just kind of stuck in the ship, which is... It could literally destroy the campaign. So we'll see how that goes.
God.
Sorry, I was going to start reading. Shouts erupt from a group standing near a massive view screen, showing live feeds of the Far Portal in various spectrums. As more people around the station drop what they're doing and run towards the gathering crowd, the portal on the screen shimmers and distends, ejecting an ornate starship that looks constructed from polished brass and black stone. Its trails gases and smoke, obviously damaged. Members of the spectating group cheer or gasp in surprise, only to go silent as the images flicker and distort again. A new shape emerges from the portal and keeps emerging. A titanic and fiery whale shot with technology.
When you say whale.
When you say
we'll
shot.
see there. A titanic and fiery whale shot through with technology augmentations of dark metal. A few onlookers scream as flames spray from the whale's mouth towards the fleeing starship.
I think I have this metal album.
You do.
At least I think I've got it painted on the side of my
It's
van.
what's in the Starship CD player right now.
Yeah,
this is basically the cover art. A Lashunta scientist at the console initiates a scan and says, "Oh no, its shields are down!" The ship jerks sideways, trying unsuccessfully to dodge the flames. Sections of hull plating broken give way. The ship's main engines flicker, trailing a cloud of debris. Several shouts mirror the sentiment that someone needs to save the vessel and its crew.
Based off of that, can I make an engineer check to see how bad the damage is?
Yeah, do it.
So I rolled a 6, so it is 17.
You want to know a funny story?
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure you would have succeeded that with 1. How damaged?
Yeah, how
is.
bad? Like they screamed out that the shields were down. But
yeah, it's pretty bad. It might lose its engine soon. And also, DC 15, you recognize the ship as an explorer class with a militaristic design that is unseen before in the Pact Worlds. You would have at least a vague recollection that, like, oh, this might have been manufactured by such and such because they use such and such when they do this. You have nothing, not even a little bit. So you think this is entirely foreign.
Does anyone know what that whale thing is?
I actually might be able to figure out what. I don't know. What do you use to identify creatures? Life science?
Yeah, you can use the life science.
I'll try to do
I've
that.
got life science as well.
Oh, don't you see identify creature?
That's a 12.
It looks like a whale.
It's a
It
whale.
definitely looks like a whale.
It is a giant space
You
whale.
do know that whales are generally aquatic, and this one's in outer space.
And
I
on
figured
fire.
that
You
much.
think that's weird?
Yeah.
Do I have access to space Wi-Fi?
You do have access to space Wi-Fi.
Okay, so I have a bonus to life science if I use computers for my background.
Okay.
So I'm going to use computer skills to try to use. I'm gonna Google it.
Oh, actually, you and I both.
So
You can both make a check if you want to.
Yeah, I've got.
You're in a station that has terminals and stuff, and
Yeah.
like at this point, everybody's so hectically trying to figure out what to
19.
do that you could probably use whatever you
I have a
want.
total of a 20.
Okay.
So 19, then I add in what? Those modifiers?
For
So,
life science?
so it's life
Yeah.
science.
Okay, so it's 24.
This.
So far, the dice are doing well.
Yeah, right. This is a fire whale.
Okay.
You don't know what the technological components on it are. Those aren't part of the
Sure.
thing, right? This is just a fire whale, but it's out of place, the technology that's attached to it. Is there anything specific you're trying to learn about the fire whale?
No, I'm just. I imagine that
I'll
Gray
give you-
has never seen it before.
I'll give you one piece of information.
Sure.
So if you what is it? What are you curious to know?
Is it a natural creature? Like, is it being augmented by technology to fly, or can fire whales just fly?
It is a magical beast,
Okay.
so it can.
Well, it's just something we don't understand.
Oh my god.
We should put this under Indigo's little thing.
It's just magic.
Indigo's character doesn't believe in magic, even though magic is an objective fact. I don't want somebody that's like new to Starfinder
No,
to be like, magic's not real. I'm confused. Magic is real. Indigo's character is wrong, but is role playing because that's how role playing works. You see.
Do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart? Is all I want to know. Just a really simple question that you can knock out.
I don't actually say this out loud in character,
Uh-huh.
but I'm gonna. For this is out of character. It's a joke.
Okay.
But, oh no, we have to hack into the fire whale.
Does it look like anyone's like taking heed to the call of like someone needs to help them?
1 second. Take 7 damage. Totally joking. Don't take 7 damage. No, everybody's panicking and looking around, and actually, as you're kind of observing, you notice somebody running towards you, and they say, "You just arrived, yeah? I'm Station Master Jory. I'm Station Master Jory Kimosan, Kofa of Clan." Wow. Okay, I'm bad at names in this book.
I
I'm
know,
Station
it's
Master
space names.
Jory
Oh, it's
Kimosan
like-
Kofa of Clan. I'm Jory. Please, you have to help. This ship is the first ever to pass through the fire portal from the plane of fire. It is of immense scientific value, and that beast is about to incinerate it. Your vessel is literally the only one here that can handle the situation. We need your help.
I telepathically link to everyone except for EZ, and I say, scientifically speaking, I'm interested.
And I can respond to that in my head, right?
Yes.
So I'll respond to my because it's like message. So I respond in my head and I'll be like, I think that's anything we can do to save a ship is and its people is things that we should do.
This is all telepathically?
Yes.
I'm talking to you guys.
Oh,
Did you hear me?
and I look
Please.
and I'm like,
Someone.
So okay, so what do you need me to do? I'm such a good fucking pilot.
We just need that ship brought back here. Whatever you have to do to the whale, you do to the whale. We need that ship.
Oh.
What do we tell? Again, telepathy. What do we tell EZ?
Is that
That we're getting paid.
That we're getting paid.
is that we're getting paid?
Are we getting paid?
No,
Probably
but
not
he
for the
doesn't have to
whale.
know that.
Do we? Okay.
But I said
I feel like I
I said
could
it's
bluff
out
my
loud.
captain.
We didn't say how we're
Can
getting paid.
we? Is oh gosh, like if only we had a little bit of
1,000 credits.
Great. I want to go to so effectively what we need to get our ship to do something to the.
We
We
need
need to take out the fire whale so
we
it
need to
doesn't
take out the
kill
firewall
other
and,
ship.
and survive and get the ship.
Can I
Oh, we're
get
gonna
back
kill
onto
the
our
creature?
ship? Like
Oh.
I know there's that door.
Yeah,
Or
so as
something.
as they're running up to you, you see people working in the background, like kind of spurred by the presence of the station master, and the lockdown kind of subsides and all the doors reopen, or the doors that were open previously. You notice
Yes.
the door opened in front of you, just kind of spontaneously.
So
You
what-
haven't heard any of this.
Yes. Have I seen the whole incident with the fire whale and the other ship? Can I
Sure.
see that from where I am?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
So I'm watching that. I don't know what they know.
Mhm.
Are they within telepath range right now?
What's your telepath range?
I think it's 30 feet for telepath.
I'd say yeah. You guys can go too.
Oh
far.
no, sorry, it's 100.
Yeah, they're
110.
Yeah,
so,
they're absolutely.
Cool. So I will just, as soon as the door opens, I'm like, all right, everyone needs to get back on the ship. We gotta get out of here. There's a horrible whale.
We're getting paid.
Well, let's do something about it. Get on here.
You see the door opens and we're all standing there facing you.
All right, all aboard. I will open the hull.
I would like to say that we say we're getting compensation.
Well, you know how I feel about compensation, don't you?
As you guys board your ship and the airlock closes behind you, Joy says, "We need the ship!" Boom. Airlock closes. So,
Did they say shoot the ship?
I want that ship, so I think we should try to keep
we
it
need
safe.
we need the ship. Okay. What ship?
I just point up at the giant.
I think the goal is to
The one that just came through with the whale.
Yeah, I think the goal is to save the ship and defeat the whale.
Mm-hmm.
The whale is
they
the
want
thing.
to study the ship.
Probably both.
I would want to stay with the whale.
They didn't claim to want to study the whale. They said you can do fuck all to the whale, just don't let it destroy the ship.
It's a big whale, though.
I'm
It is a
interested
big
in
whale.
You're interested in what?
In both.
all right.
Both the whale and the ship?
Correct.
What if the whale is a ship?
That would be awesome.
So this is the thing that we're testing today. We have a
Never
fancy
seen that in my
new
Android
map
life.
cam. Ta-da! So this is going to represent the players in their ship. This is going to represent the fire whale. This is going to represent the ship that's currently fleeing. This is
The portal.
the portal, and the far portal station's off the map, but behind you.
Okay.
So
I actually missed all that.
your
Us,
ship,
Okay.
portal,
portal,
whale,
whale.
ship.
Okay, cool,
Other ship,
cool.
yep.
And that's Elder Zan.
And we
Doesn't
know
need to be
that
on the
portal
map
is
currently.
off camera.
Yes, it's fine. It's of no importance. I mean, it's
Okay,
super
cool.
important. It's not just a pro right now.
So we're the D4.
Yes.
Cool.
No,
No,
we're
no,
the pilot
we're that
rats.
You're the pilot rat.
The whale's the D4.
We have the swarm.
The ship is
The fire,
the-
just fire whales.
Yes.
Red.
That makes sense.
Wait, so we're the D4.
Shut the fuck
I don't know.
I hate you so
I've
much.
never played.
You're like,
those
hey,
videos,
you know
so
what'd be funny? Confusing the viewers. That's hilarious. But it's... So this is the beginning of ship combat. For those of you that don't know, it is unique. If you're interested in learning more about it, we have some videos about Starfinder mechanics. One of those videos is about starship combat. We actually have two videos about starships. What about like Starship Basics? What about Starship Combat? So if after this you're like, what in the world just happened? You can go watch those videos and it'll kind of help explain it.
That's what I was looking for.
So the first phase of Starship Combat is going to be the engineering phase. So during this phase, and I'm reading through the book for we do have a couple players that haven't played this before, and I feel like the book does a good job justifying things. The engineers on all ships, if present, take an action to repair the starship systems or give them a boost. These actions occur simultaneously, so they can be resolved in any order. So if you are boosting or repairing anything, what will you be boosting or repairing if you are an engineer on the ship?
So I don't think we need to repair anything since we haven't had any issues. We can divert power, but I think ideally I'm actually going to sit in the gunner position.
Okay.
If we know we're going to be in combat, I think my goal is to sit in the gunner position until there's damage and then go deal with that.
Yeah, let's actually really quick go around and say where everybody's posting up.
So
Indigo's going to be a gunner. I'm sorry,
Klaxar's the gunner.
What about Soren? Where's Soren?
Soren's gonna take the science officer position.
Zan. Elder Zan.
Captain Zan. I'm in the captain seat. Elder Zan puts on his captain's hat that looks like a captain's hat and fluffs up his captain's garb and just sits and does nothing.
Morgan?
Oh, we're back on the ship. I'm probably somewhere where all the like the bowels of the ship were.
So engineering.
Engineering,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
The reactor and all that.
yeah.
William.
Yeah, I think I'll be in the med bay.
Hey, no.
I'll be piloting the
Great.
ship.
I'm so happy you said that because then, you're the last one and you need a pilot.
Yeah.
So, cool. Thanks.
And you're such a fucking good
So
pilot.
Morgan, then, is the only one who gets to act in this phase. And what you'd basically be able to do is give a bonus to anyone using another system of the ship.
yeah, so you can divert power. The options you can give are you can give the pilot a bonus to their speed.
Okay.
You can theoretically, let's see, what are the other options? You can increase the possible damage of the gunner. If the gunner rolls a 1, it's counted as a 2. And you can increase the shield points equal to 5% of the CPU rating.
Can we tell if the ship is armed and ready?
Our ship?
No, not ours. Theirs.
Well, it's a whale.
The whale?
Oh, the whale. Oh, that's right.
Make an intelligence check.
All right. Let's see.
Did you say it did breathe fire?
Yes, that was what I was trying to get.
I'm like, I just want to make sure 14, and then. Oh wait, am I supposed to be rolling a d20?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I have a +4.
Yep.
So 18.
The whale, the thing that is the aggressor in the situation, the thing you're trying to destroy, shot a giant column of fire from its front and hit the ship that you're trying to rescue.
Then I'm gonna.
So it is in some way very armed.
I'm gonna divert power to our shields.
Okay.
So you're gonna roll a d20.
So I can encourage people on any phase.
Correct.
So can I do that right
You
now?
can, but
help her with this.
You can, but you can only do it once per.
I will hold off then.
Round.
Yeah. So
Cool.
So you're going to roll an engineer check, and it's going to be the DC is going to be 12 because it's 10 plus 2 times your ship's tier, and since our tier of our ship is 1, it's
1, 2,
2.
3, 4, 5.
So you have to roll higher than a 12 or higher.
With the 20.
Yes.
Engineer specifically.
Yeah.
Okay.
So whatever your engineering is plus your d20.
What is my engineering?
It's over here somewhere. I can't read.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
I should have.
Well, if it makes you feel like you're not on camera,
Here,
so you don't have
those
to.
are all super blurry, but I have the same thing right
Oh yeah,
here.
we can switch back to them.
It is.
Sorry.
Yeah, switch back to us.
My bad, everybody.
Yeah, that's alright.
And
We're
where is that
testing.
one? Yeah.
Only been audio.
So plus
No,
1.
my face was up there still.
The important one.
The pretty one was up there still.
I got a 12.
If it beats,
Perfect.
it beats.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so then power was successfully diverted to the shields.
Awesome.
Devote power to the shield.
Okay, so
Surf power.
now that the engineering phase is done, we're going to the helm, which is when the pilots
Yes.
and the
science officer?
yes act.
Yeah, we're pretty far away from that ship, and so is the whale.
That ship, yeah.
Yeah. So we are focusing on just destroying the heck out of this whale, right?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Should I ask that
At
character?
least.
Are we just going to just kick the shit out of this whale?
Yeah, this is where I'd like to use my command action, and I would like to yell, boom clap, blow that piece of junk out of the sky.
Okay, I just pilot.
Well, somebody.
That would be me because I'm in the gunner position.
Well, whoever's got the guns.
So
what did this Klaxar?
Klaxar.
So on the gunnery phase, you can use your demand action on me.
Okay, cool. So he says it now, and I'll roll.
So William, you're gonna roll a piloting check and determine your speed of how you are able to.
This is basically
initiative,
a per round initiative.
Okay.
And then the.
One of these is a D20. Ooh, not good.
Didn't roll like one.
No. That'll be piloting with my roll. 13.
Yeah. So you rolled a 3.
I did.
Yeah. I know what your scores are.
I know.
Okay, so you go first.
Wow.
Yeah.
Going first is bad.
Oh.
Yeah. Because they can basically maneuver around you.
Oh, I see.
So we have a speed of 6.
I just wanna. All I want to do is get between the whale and the.
Okay, so we've got a speed of 6, which means we can take 6 spaces. So do you want to just go straight in front of it?
Part of me wants to get do a stunt. It seemed like with like evade, for example, I get my normal move speed, but we get +2 to AC and +2 to TL.
Okay.
So like if I'm getting between the whale, it would be nice if I boosted our AC, right?
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So then you're going to have to successfully make another piloting check.
Yep.
Well, we know how good I was at the last one, so I think this is the way to go.
Fair enough.
I really do. What? So the check is 20. Okay, so the DC. What's the DC for the check?
For the evade.
For evade is 10 plus 2 times your starship's tier, so it's the same.
Yeah.
DC
So
is
12.
the rest of the things that we.
It's 12.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to roll a 2 or
roll
higher.
1.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna use it.
5% chance.
Okay, I got a 7.
You looked a little sad for
So 20 total.
Okay. So evade. Keep track of the AC bonus if you don't mind.
Yes, I can do that.
So our normal AC is 14. Our normal TL is 12.
Cool.
So it's currently 16 and 14.
16 and 14.
All right, so
And then where are you moving?
we're moving our normal speed.
So our speed is 6 spaces.
And we want to move in front of it, correct?
So if we just go straight here, we'll be directly between them and still in a good angle to fire at the whale.
You'd actually have to turn.
Yeah, that's how evade
Yeah,
works.
I have to do a turn, but but that's okay.
Unless you have arc. I don't know where your weapons are placed. Do you have arc weapons on the port or starboard side of the ship?
Oh, I think we have weapons on every side. Just
I don't know about that.
No,
I think it's written down, actually.
Well, we at least have 4, 1 for each.
Well, actually, it doesn't matter because we have 1 forward attack, which is the laser cannon,
Yeah.
and then we have a turret.
Oh, well, there you go.
Okay.
Like I said.
There you go.
Yeah,
Cool.
all
Good
right.
job.
So it's just move us right in between.
Cool.
Let's do it.
6 right here.
Mhm.
But we do have good maneuverability, so I guess this means we can make 1 turn on our
Yeah, if you want.
ship movement. Okay, so we don't need to.
So,
but
so turning is based off of how many squares you have to move forward. So I believe good means we have to move 1 space to turn.
Okay.
Versus like perfect, or I forgot
Right.
what which is you can turn on its own
Yeah.
access.
I mean, but what I was trying to say is you could like turn like
Yeah.
this as
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Is that it? You good?
Yeah, I believe that's good for me.
Science
so,
officer also has a.
I'm going to scan,
Cool.
which allows me to learn more information about the fire whale.
Yeah, so you get the first piece of information.
Okay. But, well, I am trained in computers, so I can make the check.
Mm-hmm.
DC's 10
Plus
plus
the
the
tier.
tier of ship being scanned. plus bonus.
Yeah, I have
for any
DCs for
defensive.
the enemies. Trust me.
Okay.
So yeah, you're just rolling.
You don't have to give me my DCs. You can say it out loud. They know we're bad at this already.
Well, but I didn't have to.
That's a 15 total for computers, but the ship says the science officer has computers plus 10.
Nice, awesome.
So it's a total 26.
And does it
or
give you
25?
a list of information that you want to learn?
Yeah.
It just says basic information: living crew complement, and ship class, size, speed, maneuverability, defenses, its weapon.
'Cause remember,
What was
it's
what was the first one? The first word that you read in that list?
the basic information?
Oh, okay. So it is a. Nope, that's the wrong stat block.
Oh, subsequent checks. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so the next time you make this,
Right,
you
I'll get the
get number
defenses.
2, yeah.
Okay.
Number 2.
So the augmented fire whale is a small starship magical beast.
Oh, if you succeeded this check, you learn the first piece. For every 5 by which you exceed it, you learn another.
Oh. Well,
So
what'd you roll?
my total with the ship bonus was 25.
That's
Okay.
Well, we don't know what the DC is.
Right.
So.
all right.
What's the second thing?
Defenses.
It has basic shields 30, which is forward 8, port 7, starboard 7, aft 8. And the third thing?
Weapon. Information about one weapon, including arc, damage it deals, and starting with the weapon that uses the most power.
That doesn't apply to this at all. I will just give you the one that you've already seen.
It says
So,
repeat
yeah,
this.
I'm gonna give you the weapon that
Okay.
you've already seen because that's the only thing that makes sense for you to know about.
Yeah. Well, it says repeat this entry until all starship's weapons are revealed.
Yeah, right. The fire whales, it's a natural breath weapon.
Uh-huh.
It has a broad arc and a short range.
Okay.
That's what you know about it.
Okay.
All right.
So, oh wait, did I get its AC?
Is that the next thing?
Well, no, defenses. It's AC,
Oh,
TL, hit
sorry.
points, and
AC
shield
14,
points.
TL 13, HP 40.
Okay.
Should have written all that down, huh?
I'm good.
I mean, let me rephrase that. If I was in your shoes, I would be screwed by not writing all that down.
14, 13, 40.
Jesus, okay, well. Look at you.
It's
I'm the
almost
science
like it's a
officer.
science officer.
That's why I hired you for a good fee.
Wait, you're paying me?
No. No, the people pay you out of the kindness of their hearts.
Anything else?
That's
Either
my
you or
turn.
the captain. I'm gonna say anything else to all the players, but if you
Um,
want to interrupt, just interrupt.
no, I
I'm not
just
gonna
want
keep
to
looking at you.
demand that the gun are gun when we get to that point.
Okay,
You
fair
can
enough.
demand.
Let
Not,
me-
you're not gonna encourage.
Also,
No, because I myself am not a gunner, so I don't want to try to gun myself.
real quick, William, I forgot, because this is actually very important for you. The ship has a plus 12 to piloting.
So who?
What?
So
It wouldn't have affected the outcome regardless.
No, but
Oh,
you,
so I
you
literally-
get an
I
additional
can't-
plus
I
12. You can't
like, any
fail.
of these maneuvers? Unless I crit
Unless
miss?
we're reading the stat block and the skill modifiers listed here
I'm
completely
pretty sure.
incorrectly.
I'm pretty sure that those are in reference to when you have a crew and not groups of players. I'm pretty sure that's like is
the
if,
ship making
like
it.
for example, if
Okay.
I'm playing by myself and I want to be the gunner, it's not preventing me from
Okay.
having.
If you
Those
have
are the-
other
those are the
people, like
NPC
nobody in your
stat
party
blocks,
is an
never
engineer
mind.
and you have an NPC
Correct.
crew.
That's your crew stats.
Okay. We live and learn. Don't get that plus 10.
I believe. Oh, it's got to move.
Yeah, it's gonna move now.
Oh,
Come at
So it's a good thing I didn't tell any of you that information, because technically I don't know it.
I mean, I'm gonna shoot it. So.
As the whale approaches, anybody that's telepathic in nature amongst you
Uh-huh.
can feel a psychic moan.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's going to be the end of that phase. That's the gunner phase.
Alright, you know what to do. Blow that piece of junk out of the sky.
I was so hoping you would say that.
This
I
is
was
the third
like,
time I've said it.
yeah,
You've said it
oh,
every
okay,
time.
yeah,
You're gonna encourage or intimidate.
I'm going to demand
Demand,
that he
yeah.
blow that piece of junk out of the sky.
How would that sound if you were demanding it?
Blow that piece of junk out of the sky! Boop, 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 boop.
Did you roll a
It
one?
doesn't count. It doesn't count. I didn't-
You can't critically fail a skill.
No, I know, but it is the lowest I can possibly roll. Yeah, so that is a 1 + 3, so 4.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
So I don't get it.
it doesn't matter.
No.
You know what my response is?
What?
Go fuck yourself.
We will discuss this later.
That's
You are
spicy
agreeing.
mumbles. I forgot the initiative for gunners. Do you remember the initiative?
It goes in the same order
As the
the
pilots.
pilots.
All right, you can go ahead.
All right, so I'm going to shoot the turret because if I'm
We're
correct,
not in position for
exactly.
the front gun.
Is the front gun
It doesn't
much
give a
better?
modifier to hit, so I'm assuming
that
That's
does
determined.
have it does not.
no, it doesn't have a modifier listed.
It's
to
just
hit,
going to
so-
give me damage and stuff like that. Because for me, it is going to be a. So how the gunner works is the gunner, you can take control of the action depending on the character. These actions will take the gunnery. So actually, I don't believe I roll. Multiple gunners can take actions to fire different weapons in a single round. Actions that allow you to. So the options. I do, but I don't remember what I roll.
Do you know? I can help you.
Yeah, I don't remember to attack with a gun.
So
It's on page
attacking-
320.
Yes, it is.
I think it.
Gunnery check. Attempt a gunnery check for each weapon fired against the target, except for linked weapons, which you don't have to worry about right now. So the gunnery check is 1d20, plus the gunner's base attack bonus, or the gunner's rank in the piloting scale. Basically, you get to choose whichever's higher. Plus your dex mod. So now we're basically at attack bonus plus dex mod.
Okay.
Plus bonus from computer systems, which I don't know if your ship has or not. Probably not at tier 1.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Plus bonuses from the captain and science officers, which you don't have.
I don't have either. Yeah.
Horribly. Plus your range penalty. I don't know what your range penalty
has a-
is.
I will let you
It's
look
a
it down.
base.
I should intimidate.
Yeah,
It's
so
not-
you don't have to worry
Yeah,
about
so it's my D20 plus my dex plus my piloting.
it.
Because it was either base
Yeah,
attack
of
or
course.
piloting. My
Correct.
piloting is 1 higher.
Sweet.
So it is a 6 before I roll.
Cool.
Yeah, that hits.
So
Nice.
23.
Cool.
Just 48.
Roll damage.
4d8. I will take that.
That's plenty of damage.
Ooh,
21.
21.
Nice.
That's,
Oh, my
that's
God.
like half its HP. I mean, we don't know that. We don't know that. We don't know that. We don't know that.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Seeing that hit, Elder Zan says, "Oh, Klaxar, I get it. You were joking with the fucking good job. This is why I hired you for a nominal fee."
The turreted gun turns and points towards the whale and just lets out. Is it like kinetic weapon or is it an energy weapon? I don't know.
It just says high. It's ballistic, high explosive.
Yeah,
missile
so
launcher.
it's
So the shell like rocks the ship a little bit as it leaves the gun and smashes into the side of the whale, hitting one of the components that's kind of trailing down its body, and you see a little bit of debris come off of the side of it, but it's still coming towards you.
I'm in my own head, screaming.
Klaxar.
But we don't hear that?
Nope.
Okay.
As you scream, the whale is going to
It's gonna ram us.
it's gonna try to bite you.
Clap.
The whale, like, it gets larger and larger as it comes too close to your ship at this point, and it opens its mouth.
Come at me, bro.
Oh, wait. No, this just hits.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No. I boosted RAC. This doesn't count.
I'm pretty sure it just hits.
Yeah, ramming kind of is just a
I'm
thing.
pretty sure it hits. It just hits.
That's why you don't want to be near
It's
things.
melee in outer space. How often do you think you're in melee in outer space?
Like never.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's okay. You've learned a lesson. It's fine.
It's true. I did learn.
It's not just...
We always learn the hard way.
No, you know what? I'm wrong.
Wait, it is an attack roll?
Oh, good. And I saw the number on there. With
Does
gun.
is it 7?
No.
Yeah, you're about 9 short.
Okay, great, cool. The whale isn't moving fast enough, and you're able to just kind of like drift sideways like
as
that.
it passes,
It's whale.
I'm gonna try to
Mhm.
send a telepathic message.
Okay, what are you saying?
Yes. I'm
Steve, you're
screaming
drunk.
I didn't know you spoke whale.
I'm just asking. I'm just kind of shouting at it, like not trying to coherently form words. Just trying to see if I get any other
You're
response.
kind of like
other than,
scaring it away, like, "Arr!" Yeah, sure, okay.
Just seeing if I get something other than the psychic
Sure.
moan.
You get the psychic mode again.
Okay.
Everyone's a firewall just burped.
Do you have psychic powers?
No.
Then you didn't hear.
Well, I'm doing this new bit where I say everything in character, but I'm never actually saying it. Don't you love
All
it?
of your bits this stream going to be intentionally confusing?
Am I gonna keep getting damage for them?
Yes.
Then probably.
That's the end of the round, so we're going to go back to the engineering phase.
Okay.
So
We took no damage.
We did take no damage. Good job.
We did it
It's because of my shields.
Yay.
because of your shields and because of my.
Piloting skills.
Yeah, I was gonna try and rhyme it with shields, but that was good too.
And because of my leadership.
No,
Sorry, Elder Zan's leadership.
Elder Zand 1.
Listen, it was a 5 after my bonus. Sorry, it was actually a 4 after my bonus.
Are you going to be doing anything on your turn?
Let's see.
So we haven't taken any damage. So,
Yeah.
I honestly, I think you should push it to like telepathically. I mean, I push the pilot.
Push pilot.
Yeah, let's give him a bonus and get him out of here.
Okay. Yeah, push pilot and I roll a.
It's the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, because honestly, the gunnery bonus that you get for pushing it to the gunnery is nothing. It means that anytime you roll a 1, it's considered a 2.
For damage.
For damage. That's all it is.
Alright, it's 4 plus whatever.
Your
Plus your computer skill.
My computer skill is 5. So
Yeah.
5.
9. No. So no bonuses.
No bonuses this round.
Well, you can tell somebody's messing with your terminal from engineering, but you have no idea what they're doing. You're very confused.
Somebody's pushing the buttons. Please stop.
Are you sure?
All right.
Okay, if it's you, you can probably keep pushing the buttons.
Okay,
That's fine.
I'll try.
I would like it known I also have permission to touch the buttons. It is my ship.
What is it? You pushing?
I'm
the
not
buttons?
pushing the buttons.
Or is you pushing my
Of course
buttons?
Wow.
Isn't
Well, we'll
isn't
discuss
that
that
right,
later.
Morgan?
Focus
As-
on flying.
As you guys are bickering, you notice the firewall that's extraordinarily close to you shimmers a little bit.
Shimmers. Shimmers, you say.
And now it's going to be the house.
Cool. I think okay. So is turning our ship? Is that a?
So we were headed that direction.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have to move at least, according to Jake, move one
And then
space,
you can-
and then we can turn into a different direction.
Can we use something that's not the same
Yeah.
on every?
Yeah.
Every side.
Yeah.
If you have a suggestion, I'm open to it.
I mean, this D8 sounds like it would work really well,
Sure.
and then that's the
Sure.
The
Yeah.
nose of the ship.
There you go.
Okay, so that's
So we are
No, I'm
currently
shopping
here,
for this
So,
facing
yeah.
that direction.
So to move one increment of the hex, you have to move forward 1. So to move to the right, we would be able to go 1 forward and turn 1 that way. Then move that way and be able to turn 1 that way. Move that way, turn that way. Does that make sense?
yeah, and we can only move forward
Correct.
unless
You can
I slide.
You can stop.
Yeah.
You can also stop.
You can stop moving. Yes. You can also slide.
If I slide, can we turn or no? No.
You can also flip and burn, which is half speed and you 180
Yeah.
turn at the end.
That was something I wanted to try, but I need to get us. I want to stay directly between the whale and the.
So
Okay, so you can move forward 1, turn left 1, move forward 1, turn left 1. Like you can basically like because we have a movement of 6, right?
So basically, what it would do, we would move here, turn, move here,
2.
turn. That's
Yep,
3.
3.
That's half our speed, and then we get the 180 turn to face the whale. And then
So
that means we get to
less
hit it.
people.
We can face it with the front-mounted weapons and the turret.
As long as it doesn't move before then.
Could we?
Well, if our speed is higher than its, then we would actually
yeah.
get to move second.
I need to roll that, don't I?
Yes.
You do.
Also, what
Do
you
you mind
just
putting
did,
your token there?
what you just did left us with 2 extra moves, right? So we could also be.
Well,
one
no,
space
'cause-
Not if
away.
he,
No.
if he
No?
does the turn thing, then
The flip and burn,
It's only
we
half
move
our
at half speed.
Oh, sure. Okay. Before you attempt it,
I'm
I'm
not
going.
attempting a flip and burn. I'm
No, but you're
Before you
right.
attempt
The piloting.
anything, before you pilot.
Oh, I'm doing the initiative.
Yeah, that's a piloting roll.
Oh, okay.
He can
gotcha,
give you a
gotcha.
bonus.
To the initiative? Oh, cool.
Well, because it's
I
not
mean-
an it's your piloting, yeah.
Gotcha.
The initiative is a convenient analogy, but it's not what it is.
Gotcha.
So Elder Zan's gonna get up out of the captain's chair and come over and like put one hand on Boomclap's back and then two hands on Boomclap's hands and just like reposition them on the steering wheel. Like, trust me, you're gonna want to get the real. You're gonna hold it here. You have a lot more control over it. And I'm making the encouraging action, so I have to attempt a piloting check. The DC of 10 or higher, and if I succeed, you get a +2.
I hope you fail.
William.
Oh wow!
I didn't.
You didn't fail at all.
18.
So William, when you make your piloting roll, that's actually when you're announcing what you're going to be doing. So this roll will either be a fly, a maneuver, or a stunt. So those are your options.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So if you want to do a flip and burn, that's a stunt roll.
Yeah, I'll do a stunt roll.
Okay.
Yep. And so I do my initiative, and that's also.
So
my
you're
bar.
gonna.
This is my stunt.
Yeah.
And then depending on what this roll is, it determines what order we do it in.
Yep. It's both rolls. It's one roll that does two different
Great.
things.
Gotcha. Cool. All right. So I'm getting ready to do a flip and burn.
Cool.
Is what I'm planning.
Roll it, baby.
That's gonna be 24. +2, 26.
Solid.
Yeah.
So you are moving 1, right?
Yep. Rotating.
2,
3.
3, and then
Yep.
this.
Yep.
Fair enough. So now you're facing it head on. You can see the mouth.
Well, sorry to go back on that. Did it roll lower than us or higher than us? Because their movement would affect ours.
No,
You're fine.
Success.
Well, I mean, it's got to move before us.
Yeah.
So technically, we're still here.
Because then William can still make a change on how.
I'm gonna make
I
a
forgot my
change.
speed.
I think it was 3.
For once in
No,
my
it's only
life.
1 actually. It's
Yeah, I'm sure it's
Definitely
negative.
1.
It's negative.
Oh yeah, it moves backwards whenever it wants to move forward and vice versa. So,
Sounds like my life.
well, you moved to LA, so.
I was born here.
Well, listen. Where's the front of that thing? The 2?
Yeah, it's facing you. How about that?
Okay, cool.
Great.
The flat side. Wait, there's 3 of those. Damn it.
A really long time ago, I printed ship minis. They never came out right.
They're gone, yeah.
Oh,
One day we'll have appropriate things.
You rolled a crit fail on your 3D print.
William, now you can decide how you want to move.
no. Okay, so yeah, just
I don't even. Never mind.
It's one of Tiamat's heads.
It's a failed 3D print of Tiamat's head.
Yeah.
great.
I'm not gonna say what it
we're
looks
still
like
going
from
to
here.
flip and burn.
That's okay, we know.
Is there a way we can get this to work where we have? I mean, we're in line with it right now. So if I just
Yeah, I mean, you
Can
can still because they haven't moved.
Right.
We haven't moved.
Right.
So we have the option to turn this vehicle around completely using just our normal movement to get forward facing, and I can fire both guns. I will just take a -4 to the roll.
okay, is that what we want to do?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're just trying to burn it as fast as possible.
I'm gonna fire at will.
Thank you.
Yeah. Ouchie. Yeah.
So do we want to move closer to?
Yeah, I think you're
closer to the ship we want to save, and then flip and like get directly.
Okay, so I don't think a flip and burn won't help because we don't need to. We don't need to
well,
do
if
that.
if we go forward.
If we go forward
we
and
turn
just
this
do
way.
our turn,
So the whole point of this, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that you're using the flip and turn, right?
Not anymore. Not after it moved.
we don't
There-
have to.
You don't
Right.
have to? Okay.
But
We could theoretically do this and be.
well,
it would be
is that not in an arc?
no. That's still in our arc.
Oh.
So it's basically this is our forward arc.
Okay.
What space is that occupying right now?
What this
Yeah,
space?
besides the
Here,
whale.
put the dice back. I think the dice is clear.
It's right in the center.
Okay.
It's only on one piece. It's like tipping on the
Yeah.
others.
It was on a line.
Well,
before
now-
from my angle, but
So it was what was originally facing this way?
Nope, it was facing the right way.
It was facing this direction. It was facing where you were before. That's where it was trying to look.
So yeah, if we rotate like we are now, technically like that, it would still be in our forward arc, and we would technically have 2 more movement, but we wouldn't need it.
Okay, that's fine with me.
Cool.
Well, do you want me to scan it and actually figure out its defenses this time?
Is there a way that you can give me a bonus? I know the engineer can't.
I can only target systems.
Okay.
But I don't know if it has systems to target.
It does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's like kind of a given.
Okay.
It is a starship, basically.
Can I target its life support?
Hold on. Well.
This is where have life support.
I just realized encourage. I didn't have to. I could have
No,
encouraged you after you
cannot.
rolled.
Okay.
I am sorry.
It looks like
Can we shoot it in the mouth and target its weapons?
Want to give him a good job on that roll?
Yeah.
All right. You want to send
All right.
him?
I've learned a
Let's
few
try to target
Encourage
its mouth.
Usually,
Target the mouth.
Shoot it in the face.
Did a good job helps.
Oh, well, I hold that off for the really big moves.
21.
Oh, okay.
21's def.
Yeah, it's 7 or 15 plus tier of the ship.
Yeah.
And any defensive. Okay. So yeah, you crit on a 19 or 20.
Is it my turn or?
You're good. You're good.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm done.
Sweet. Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna fire at will.
Yum.
We get it. I love it.
For one episode, you don't. Want
Is that 19 or 20? It is a total of 8.
What?
Yeah. I rolled a 2.
And it-
Actually, it's actually a total of 4.
Because you get a -4 with ready to fire at will.
Yeah.
Actually, that's the first attack.
Oh, yeah, because
For
you did
the
get to roll
lasers.
twice, right? Which one was that?
That probably the forward arc.
Okay. This is.
I don't know which one's better, so I'm just guessing. So this is +6. It's 15 -4, so 11.
Yeah,
So
that can work.
Darn.
I do not scream in my own head.
So after.
Last time you scream in your head, you're like,
It's good for our viewers.
You see like 8 fingers from 4 hands on Elder's end.
The hardest face palm you've ever seen in your life.
and I'm just gonna announce to the ship. I'm so sorry, everyone. There was nothing I could do as there were hands on the steering wheels that were not mine. Even though you did a really good job, I
1 finger from 1 hand goes up to your lips.
I kiss it.
Oh. Elder Zan tries to hide a smile and he goes back to his chair. and he looks back at you with a cold stare with a little hint of a smirk.
I don't think I understand what went on here.
I would
for the
explain it
best.
to you as I
Alright.
Okay.
Then this is going to. Well, that's not helpful. Instead of that, we're just going to do.
Oh, I see.
This moved forward, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
It's like the Planet Express ship in Futurama. It does not move, but it moves the universe around it.
Exactly. It's not like that.
No, it's not.
It's not at all like that.
But the minis are.
So the whale doesn't have anything it can do to you, so it's gonna head back up to the next round. So it's gonna be engineers.
Camera.
It can't shoot us with its big mouth.
No.
Huh.
It's not facing you.
We still haven't taken.
Remember, we went around.
That's
it.
right. That's right.
We still haven't taken any damage, right?
Correct.
No, you've been attacked once and it failed miserably at it.
So you can either give the bonus to piloting or give it to gunnery.
You know
I'm
what?
gonna give it to gunnery.
Yeah, I'm feeling real good about my
Or-
piloting.
Or you can hop in and
Be a gunner as well.
it's up to you. It just means that one's my role and one's your role. Like basically, you take
Yeah.
over one of the
Yeah,
guns.
instead
What
of
do you roll for
you'd
gunnery?
have 2 attacks without the -4 penalty because you got 2
Basically an
gunners.
attack roll.
Okay.
Yeah, it's piloting plus or your base attack bonus, whichever's higher, and your dexterity modifier
Okay.
plus whatever you roll. So theoretically, if we can manage to stay in front of it or it stay in front of us, we could have 2 separate attacks and not at -4.
Sure.
But if it gets a higher flight speed than us and it manages to get out of our range or not be in front of us, then one of us won't have an action, basically.
Right.
So it's up to you.
That was a pretty good assessment of the pros and cons. I didn't even think about the fact that you might be wasting an entire person. That's fair.
So, bonus to pilot, +2 to them. Make all of my 1s into 2s, or you hop in and possibly take over. If you're afraid that you can't make the roll, we can swap. Because my computer skills is a 14 before rolling.
Is that the one that's in the blue box?
It's
Computers is going to
Yeah,
be
okay,
one.
mine's an 11.
The
So.
fourth one. Down.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's really good.
So yeah,
So
you're
yeah,
fine.
yours is-
That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think you have to get a DC of 12. So as long as you.
No,
Well,
you're
even
good.
if she
You're
rolls
good.
one,
You're
yeah,
good.
she
Eleven.
can't fail.
Yeah.
Oh, last time you said it was 5.
What's the
I
total
think you
next
used
door?
Oh,
the
no,
numbers.
no. Yo, no, I'm not. Oh, I did.
I was about to say. So okay. So I would say either
Right.
give it to pilots or gunnery. I don't think we
Okay.
need it on
I'm
shields
gonna
yet.
give it to gunnery.
Okay.
So
So
I'm gonna divert power to gunnery.
Hilariously, you don't even have to roll because you can't critically fail skill checks.
so yeah, you win. And then that is now your guys'.
I
Size?
actually hold
I
on.
thought it
Yeah.
was-
Well, it's Helm Phase.
With Helm Phase, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. Let's make every one like that. I just win every time.
Well, we just got to get a better ship so that you actually have to roll.
So that's going to be the end of the engineering phase. The whale doesn't seem to do anything interesting. That's going to take us to the U phase, right?
Helm
phase.
phase. Yes.
The U phase.
The U phase.
The
Huge
U-
face.
We are UFOs.
I
Ufologists?
think I just fly this time.
Yeah.
I can't think of a reason not to.
I mean, roll it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fly this time. Either that or wait, you move your starship up to its speed. You can also, I might try maneuver, because if the thing doesn't move in like out of our direct like sight, then I can possibly reduce our speed to 0 and just like keep us in the same spot, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do people feel about that?
That sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, maneuvering's good.
Because basically maneuver is just flying, and then I can also choose to do something else.
Yeah.
So yeah, it says you
That
can.
seems adequate.
You can also attempt a piloting check when you maneuver to reduce your starship's distance between turns by 1, so we don't have to move when turning. So we
Oh.
can like
So you
we
can
can like
pivot.
just if you do that piloting check, we can
It's
just
just a
turn
pivot.
and move.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, I'll do that. So I need to make 2 checks right now?
Yeah, so it's going to be a DC of 17.
DC of 17. I'll use my rainbow dice, because they have generally rolled very high for me. Okay,
What
so the
is-
rainbow dice is...
Make one check first for the.
Well, I was going to do...
Oh yeah, you're gonna just assign each one of them.
Yeah, rainbow
Okay.
dice is the check to do the maneuver.
Okay.
This is my like quote-unquote initiative, the blue ones. So my initiative thingy is going to be 28.
Okay. You're definitely going second. The whale is going to do this.
I got a 19 on the maneuver.
So yeah, you're good.
You're-
We can move wherever.
Yeah, we can do whatever we want.
So do we just want to keep it between us and stay in front of it, or in front of us?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think we can move over one and turn.
So yeah, we have no speed between turns now, so we can just turn 1
And then just turn.
and then turn back, or we can move further away.
I think further away might be good.
Why do we
right?
want to go closer to the
Yeah,
ship?
we're trying to get them.
We're trying to
not-
save them, so
Yeah.
True, yeah.
Yeah, keep it further away.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
So yeah,
This good?
This is
and
satisfying.
then
There's
I'm
something
gonna
very
target
interesting.
systems again.
There's something very interesting to me, like piloting and somebody else moving the thing, and like I kind of decided because it's like it feels like very much like I mean maybe I'm not like necessarily strategy minded, so but I feel like Boom Clap would be. So having other people's input is like, oh yes, like
It feels like you're doing the character justice.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and what I really like about ship combat and Starfinder in general is the fact that it is very much a team combat.
It
Yeah.
is.
Like
It's
the,
very cool.
it's like
This is wildly different from a lot. Like I've only seen like normal Pathfinder, D&D, whatever encounters get this way when it's a clutch situation. But this, like, even in this normal situation where, just by the way the book is written, it's not very likely that you'll lose. Like, you super can, but it's not that strong of a thing.
Super
You
count with Elder Sands.
you're all cooperating because you just kind of have to.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, so I'm gonna target its face again.
Oh, you're scanning his face?
Yeah,
I've
but
been
I did
doing
not scan
fine.
properly because that is an 8.
No, you did not scan properly. Yeah, you
Or target properly.
yeah, you miss. Oh, you weren't.
I was
scanning.
targeting systems.
okay.
You haven't used your encouragement or
If
No.
you go around without using it, you've wasted an
Well,
opportunity to
yes,
succeed.
I'm aware. I was going to ask if this thing is. Can I taunt this thing if I want to?
You can totally try.
Right, I mean, there's no reason I can't.
taunt is an action in which
I'd like to
Does
turn
this
on
count
my,
as
the
an
ship
enemy
megaphone.
It is an enemy vessel.
PA system.
Hey!
Gotta speak whale first.
I would
I'm not
like,
guaranteeing you that it works. I'm
Yeah.
Well,
guaranteeing you
and-
that it's an enemy
and
vessel.
here's the other thing: is if I fire at will,
Mhm.
I take a -4, but you'd be giving me a +2.
Yeah, I think encouraging you is going to be better.
Yeah, I'm really sorry, but I hate to point this out. I believe you're firing at whale.
William.
Is that another 7 damage? Another 7 damage to me?
And I'm going to. Okay, so here's the way that encouraging works.
You have to roll the same check that I'm doing.
Well, there's 2 ways I can do it. I can roll the same check you do, or I can do a diplomacy check with a higher DC. So if I do the first option, am I going to the guns and like? I mean, that's how we played it out the turn before. Was like, this is how you would pilot.
I think it's
It
just
doesn't have to.
it represents your knowledge of gunning.
course.
Like,
you should know
remember
what the challenges are. You can walk him.
Remember
through.
the red button I installed.
Yeah, or just
yeah.
like, hey, remember that the targeting system is off by 2 clicks. You know what I mean?
Sure,
It's
yeah,
just like
Yeah.
knowledge of the system.
So yeah, I'm going to encourage the gunnery once we get there. But
That's
we're
now.
there. So yeah, cool.
Well,
cool,
technically the whale goes first because it goes in piloting order.
The whale doesn't have anything you can do to you.
Perfect. I'm just
Cool. Okay.
trying to be fair.
I appreciate that.
So I'm going to encourage you to shoot it. That is. I'm doing plus gun, correct?
Well, no, it's technically your
So
base.
is it your piloting or your base attack bonus, whichever one's higher, plus your dex, plus nothing else that matters right now?
All right, cool. So my base attack bonus is higher than my piloting
Great.
at 1,
Great.
and my dex is 0. So nice.
How did you roll so well to
Wait,
get
were you
me to
encouraging?
pilot?
Yes,
Yes.
this is encouraging.
Okay, what did you say to Indigo with?
Okay, so I'm in the piloted here, and I think just
Shoot
like
the thing?
yeah, shoot the thing, shoot the stupid whale. Fuck.
You're not Elder when you
I don't
say,
think Elizabeth would actually let loose and say fuck. I'm gonna
when you
take that one
when
back.
you say things like that, it makes people not want to do the thing they were going to do anyway.
See, I know
And-
this.
and-
I know this.
You two are having this conversation as I'm assuming aloud, like comes from the guns. You're just
Yeah.
like not caring.
All right, so I'm firing at will.
I'm waiting for the telekinetic thought to come back.
Ooh, son.
Oh wow!
So 20 total.
Definitely hits.
Okay.
So was that
That's
the laser?
that's the arc.
Okay, so that's 2d4.
Okay. Oop.
It's a light laser
Ooh.
cannon.
6 for the first.
Okay.
And then no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. That was kind of a whammy. Plus 7 plus 2 is 9. So no.
Sorry, man.
So wait, what didn't you reroute? So what does that give you?
Anytime I roll a 1 on
For
damage,
Ah, damage, right.
it turns into a 2.
Okay.
It is kind of the lamest.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
No. It's not your fault. I don't like the divert power rule
Okay.
for that because it's like the bonus is that it gets, even with system engineer, it's like, oh, cool, you can crit on a 19 or 20. Great. You've increased your critical range from 5 to 10%. And then for you, it's like, great, you can't roll a 1, but if you're rolling a d8, you have a 1 in 8 chance of using the effect of another player. So it feels kind of like, oh, I didn't do anything this
If
round.
you want to hear that discussion, but for a solid 5 minutes between myself and Indigo, go to our YouTube channel and watch the video we did about, was it ships that we had that conversation
Yeah.
in? Watch them both anyways.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to be the end of that round. That's going to bring us back to the engineers, which I think you didn't switch off, did you? You're
No,
still, okay,
I'm
cool.
still engineer. And we're still good, so I'm gonna
I would just keep focusing on trying to
Get the
blow this
gun.
thing up, right?
Yeah.
Like
So
our
I'm
strategy.
Yeah, blow this piece of
divert
junk out of the
power.
sky.
Exactly.
You'll take damage eventually. Don't worry.
Then you can divert power. to
Yeah,
shield.
I'll divert power and, or maybe I can patch and hold it together then.
Yeah.
But divert power and I'll do same thing, just the gun.
Okay.
And we just establish that it's lame, but I feel like
It's lame. It's lame if you don't get to use it. Like that's the because if you roll a d8 and you roll a 1, it's like cool. I doubled my damage.
Okay.
But when you don't get to use it, or if you roll a 2, you're like, oh great.
Okay.
Like that's kind of the issue with the engineer. Like later on, the engineer, well, everyone gets additional abilities, but
Okay.
like the engineer gets some. Yeah.
I got more stuff.
Once you have 6 ranks,
Mm-hmm.
so that means how many times you've put points into
Right,
a
right.
specific skill. You will get to have additional actions that you can take as that roll.
Gotcha.
But I didn't put any of them on your cheat sheets because we're not there.
That's
That's
for
gonna
another time.
bring us to the helm.
I think I'll just do the same thing. I'm gonna do a maneuver, so where we can either move and like take 0 on turns, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's a good one, I think,
Cool.
especially in this situation.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take 2 rolls. Again, the rainbow die is the maneuver, and the blue die is the initiative thing.
The initiative thing.
One's
Okay.
good, one's bad.
Hold on. I can encourage after you've rolled. It seems like because one demand says you must use it before the check is rolled. Encourage doesn't say anything like that.
Okay.
So it seems like I can use encourage
I buy it.
responsibly.
You convinced me.
Would a +2 help if you got it?
Yes, I mean we're doing the initiative one. So whatever, because like currently our initiative is going to be 13.
So
Okay.
bringing it up to 15, so we don't know what they rolled.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm holding up to.
I think actually Zan's more focused on guns right now, especially since the last one.
Yeah.
But I nailed that maneuver roll. It's a 29.
Nice. So you're
I'm
you're not doing
holding
it.
off.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's all about balance.
And then
Red
what was
gun for the
your
brain.
initiative ended up being 13?
13, yes.
Cool. Go ahead and go first.
But why?
Because I rolled a 24, so
Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't.
Shoot. Going first is bad. We did bad, y'all. And by we, I mean
you specifically.
I did bad.
So I mean, we know it's going to move second. So do we want to move maybe 1 or 2 spaces away from it because it's probably going to close distance?
Well, why don't we move behind it? Like go around it and then turn around to face it in the direction of like the ship. So like pretty much
Can't make an attack of opportunity,
get out of
man.
its get out of
No,
its
that's not how that works. Okay.
I say get out of its way
Uh-huh.
and get right behind it facing it so that if it just starts moving towards the ship, we have a clear shot on
So like
it.
back here?
yeah,
Like right behind it.
yeah.
Oh, like right here.
Yes.
Okay, so
Right behind it facing it.
1,
We
2,
have 0 on
3,
turns.
4.
So
Cool. It's gonna go.
Does it have perfect mobility?
It was facing this way, was it not?
No.
Oh,
the point is its face.
The point is.
The top, the one.
Yeah,
okay,
that's why we
My
were-
bad, my bad. Sorry.
It depends on which angle you're sitting at it from, just to let you know.
But yeah, if we just think about it as like the top of the 2.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
top of
I
the
was
number.
like,
So that's
Yeah,
where we ended up with
um,
the whale. As you move around it, it immediately forgets your existence and just
Nice.
does a big swooping arc to get
Smart.
that's
back
what I was
immediately
going for.
behind the
Perfect.
the
Scan
ship that it's
Scan
pursuing.
that shit, homie.
Homie, scan its butt, homie.
Scan its butt.
Scan its butt. Shoot, we're gonna shoot its
I
butt.
I think to Klaxar, are you okay?
he's got to do something.
I've never
right?
been excited about killing things before, but now
I
kind of enthralled.
Yeah, I take the little like the internal PA system. I just go scan it, homie, homie, scan it.
I want to know more about that whale.
Alright, that's
19? Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah, that works. 19's solid. What is the
So I
singular?
got the basic information last time I scanned it.
Mhm.
So technically now I get the defenses.
Okay. So you got AC 14,
14, 13, 40.
14, 13, 40.
Full and current hit points. Whole points.
Okay.
And total and current shield points.
Jeebus. Okay. So, hull points. It has taken 19 hull points. We've removed 8 forward shields. We've
Okay.
removed 4 port shields.
Okay.
It still has 7 starboard and 8 aft shields.
Okay, so it's a total 21 hit points.
Yes.
We have to burn 7 hit points off its ass
8.
before 8 hit points. Okay,
Yeah.
8 hit points off its ass before it takes any more
Blackstar is
damage.
Expert at asses.
Yeah. You are.
There's
So-
a probing joke in there.
So I think to you, go do your best work.
Live your best life.
Do I get a bonus for this?
You have a plus 0.5 bonus because I support merriness.
Blackstar, I want this over with now, okay?
Is that your encouragement?
Blow it up.
Or your...
I want this over now. Blow it up.
It sounds like a demand, but I want to roll encourage. That is good.
all your DC is a 10 or higher, right?
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
encouragement?
yeah.
You're
No
solid.
matter what I'm doing,
You're
yeah.
good.
So I succeeded.
I do want to say, hasn't it been like you've really succeeded at encouraging and kind of not succeeded at demanding?
I've only demanded once.
I feel like that's something
But that was
that's
an epic
prevalent
fail.
in
Yeah.
your character's life that they don't
Mhm.
notice.
Yeah, yeah,
Just,
yeah.
you know,
He's also. I'm also. I
They
have
both
no
sound the
ranks
same.
in intimidate.
Yeah.
Yeah, and diplomacy is like my thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. All right, so I have a +2,
yeah, you
and I'm going to fire at will, so...
And then mine doesn't count unless you.
Unless I roll a 1.
right.
So 13 plus 2 is +4 technically. So 17.
Do we get a -4 if you're using both guns?
Yeah.
That was already factored in.
So
you're
my
already
bonus
doing
is a 6.
And you just
No, it's just like-
got it,
So
got it, got it,
technically
got
my
it.
bonus is now a 4 from now on. Well, this turn.
I like
So
Well, wait, does the encouragement last all turn or only for the next roll?
it's for the action.
For the
For the
action,
action.
So
okay.
So
2d4.
2d4. So I rolled a 2. I rolled a 1, and it
Yeah,
counts as a 2.
Hey!
So we still
Four
need to
damage
shoot
to
through
the
3 more
shield.
shields.
So yeah, I did 4 damage to its butt shields.
Cool. Got booted.
Now for the real probe.
So that would be a 13.
Doesn't hit.
Mm.
But you shoot the second shot and it just glances off of the shield. Like the shield took an impact, but it didn't hit the
We
shield.
gave the whale
Like,
a
it
really
didn't-
cool scar.
Tax the shield. So
Sure.
I guess you could say
It's a glancing
it
blow.
was a glancing
Oh,
blow.
no.
I think I'm just gonna run the turret from the rest of the run. Yeah, that's the end.
Good.
Yeah.
Cool. We're back up to engineering.
I mean, I feel that's good.
Yeah.
We always
Back up
have
to
you if we need
engineering.
the crazy engineer, but you're a good gunner.
No, but what I'm saying is, I think I'm gonna this round. I think I'm gonna just do the turret. 'cause
Oh,
it does
and not
more.
fire at will.
Oh,
It does.
the turret,
It
yeah,
does more damage, and I'm not taking the -4. I don't think the benefit of the 2d4 is worth.
At level 1.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Cool. That was just me saying.
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
supposed to
do
help
the
you.
same thing again. I'm just gonna divert powered gunner.
Cool. Have fun having a bonus high enough that you don't have to roll.
So I feel like Morgan at this point, because she's done the same thing like 2 or 3 rounds in a row. She's just down in the engineering bay and she's like stuck her arms into the computers and just like standing there.
No, Morgan, come and join me. Legit, come up to the gunnery. Take over that.
Take over the laser.
Yeah, take
Okay.
over the front laser. We've
All
been
right.
in a good enough position, and now we're trailing it. Yeah.
In fact, I demand it.
That's
Nat 20.
Well, there goes everything I just
That
said.
legitimately doesn't make any sense. Because there's absolutely no roll required for the thing that you want to do. You're just going to switch.
That's for guns, though.
But
That-
they wanna
that's
do-
She
my
doesn't get to take her turn.
That's
She
not
just
for
gets to
guns.
switch to
Oh.
gunnery.
She's switching to
Yeah,
the gunnery
okay,
roll.
So now
I'll
she'll
just-
go on the gunnery phase.
Yes.
So engineering phase over. I'm now part of the gunnery.
Yeah, so you're not giving any bonus. You're just going to
I
give
gave up on playing
Yes, but when you do shoot, you'll have a +4.
If you roll it.
Well, so 20 plus 3, so 23.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the engineering phase though. I'm just,
But
Oh,
okay,
'cause
can I
that's how
hold
it-
this?
Oh. If I do
So
it
wait,
once, will you
what's
never
the
ask
wording?
me again?
Wait, what's the wording on demand?
Done.
Is it
You can
next-
make a demand of a crew member to try to improve his performance. You grant a +4 bonus to one specific check by succeeding at an intimidate check. You must use this action before the associated check is rolled, and you can grant this to an individual character only once per combat. So this will be the first time to you.
So
Um,
technically, he could
technically
demand.
it's
Well,
a-
listen,
correct.
listen. The role of captain can only roll for a specific phase. So
Yeah.
you can only roll within the phase that you were acting in.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? That's part of the roll, not part of the action.
For sure. So.
But there's one
But
time.
since we decided,
There's one time you can keep your natural 20 because it's cool. But from now on.
Okay, cool.
Because it's cool and it was a funny moment.
Also,
I'm
still grasping the idea of like actions being staggered and not all happening at once.
Hey, I know
That's
it's
what
way
you
different.
said.
I know it's way
Yeah.
different. It's way different.
But cool.
All right, so engineering phase is there are no more engineers in the engineering phase, at least for you people.
no longer in the engine bay.
Yeah.
I'm doing a stunt.
Ooh.
Do it.
I would like to do a flyby.
All right.
I would like to be able to fly through the enemy's hexagon, and
Hexagon?
and I just want to go through it and get between it and the thingy.
So okay, so we just move our speed
Well,
forward.
they have to roll.
roll.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Do your
Do your double roll thing.
No, it's not double. It's just a single this time because I'm doing a stunt. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm just doing a stunt. Piloting checks required. I forgot what the DC is for this.
No.
That's all right. It's not a 1.
It's 12.
Oh.
It's 12.
It's 12.
Okay, 17.
Sick.
is this your piloting or your
They're the
maneuver?
same.
Are you not doing a maneuver?
I'm
So
doing a
if
stunt.
you fly by, you move your speed. We can move through the whale's hex. During the following gunnery phase, you can select one arc of the starship's weapons to fire at the enemy vessel as if they were in close range.
Oh.
Against
helpful
any
to you?
quadrant of the enemy starship. So basically, we fly by and then
And you just go
the
pew,
next
pew,
gunnery
pew.
phase, even though
Yeah,
we're
because
technically not in front of her
I'm
anymore.
a gunner now.
Yeah, because
She gets
technically
to
all of these
shoot.
actions are happening at the exact
Right,
same
right.
time. So the idea is that
okay.
we're shooting.
To perform this
Or as
stunt,
who's perform as
you
who's
must
doing
succeed
this
a
stuff.
piloting check DC 20 plus 2 times the tier of the enemy starship.
Oh, okay.
What did you roll?
17. I did not do that.
Okay, so if you fail the check, we still move as described through the enemy square, but we don't get to make the attacks.
Oh, okay.
So how far
So
we
no-
move?
Wait, hold on.
Does
What
that mean-
was your initiative?
Wait.
That's
17.
all right.
Oh, the initiative was 17.
So I'm gonna take the whales first.
Oh no. That's much closer
Okay.
to where we don't want them.
So we're just
That's
gonna move in range.
I think so.
I think
Yeah,
that's
move
the best
6
idea.
forward. Yeah.
So the 8 is now the. Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
And then
Sciencey?
Well, it hasn't really done anything, so I don't think. Can I make a non? Like, do I know if? I don't think I know anything about fire whales. I telepathically ask Klaxar, are fire whales intelligent?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
From the information that I've gotten from the original roll, not that I'm aware of. So I think targeting systems is probably the best idea.
I don't think we can see its weapon systems from behind. So I'm just
Well,
going to target
Well, it
something.
depends on the
You,
weapon.
you can roll if you want to.
That is not targeted.
Okay, great.
So, doesn't matter.
Rip around. That's
it. That's
it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yep. So you want to? Well, both of us are going to roll our attacks. So
I demand it. I rolled a nat 20. Wow.
Ah!
Morgan, you have a +4 to your roll.
So I'm rolling a what?
So it's
A
your
D20
a d20. Okay.
plus either your piloting or your base attack bonus, plus your dexterity. So
It's your ranks in piloting, right? Or is it your total piloting?
I don't remember.
I think it's ranks.
I remember someone
Because
saying
if
ranks, and
if
yeah.
it's either your base attack bonus or your piloting,
Yeah, ranks
then
in
it's
piloting,
ranks in
yeah.
piloting.
Yeah.
So
Was that the stuff I didn't fill out?
it's on your skills. Piloting is a
So-
skill.
So piloting
So
ranks is in that first column.
8
So next
plus
to piloting.
6.
You have 0.
12.
Yeah, so you have 0 ranks in that, so you'd want to take your base
No,
attack
14,
bonus,
14,
which
yeah, right.
is going to be in here.
Attack bonuses 2.
Well, where's the actual? Is the
Oh,
base?
well, I can
Your-
tell you
your
that
base
14
attack-
hits.
Your base attack bonus
I
is a
think-
0.
Yeah, it's 0.
What'd you say?
So it's
Your
plus 0
14
no
hits.
matter what
Oh,
you do.
great.
Right?
So yeah, if your base attack and your piloting is 0, then just
Nothing.
it's
It's still
It's
super
whatever I
powerful.
roll.
it's still your dexterity.
Okay.
What was that?
She.
Is it a 1? Roll 1.
I'm just gonna go ahead and just put that right there.
That's a solid one.
For the camera.
So technically,
Oh,
Solid.
what's your
Solid
dexterity?
Dexterity
I mean, you have to be able to read it.
is
That's a
like total or the
Yeah,
bonus?
yeah.
Obviously,
Your bonus.
14.
No.
Plus 2.
It's plus
Plus
2.
two.
So
Plus your 4.
So yeah, so 7.
7
Mhm.
is your bonus. You didn't hit. I had a 14.
Yeah, the 14 hits.
Cool.
I missed terribly.
Okay, so
Morrigan the third.
something as a GM that I didn't think about. She can't drop her weapon right now. I don't know what to do. Like, what's gonna? There's
It's
no.
shorts.
There's
Take
no
shorts.
There's no
It's a
reasonable
laser
thing.
cannon.
Technically, it's still a skill check
Oh yeah.
because it.
Yeah, true. I
Yeah.
guess the rest of the entire combat in this situation are skill checks.
So
no reason
I have to
do
steal a
anything.
D8 because we're using the D8 as a ship for me.
Oh, might be. I have tons here that I can use.
Yeah.
Here,
So
take your D8 back. Sorry.
no. I was the one that put it out there. All right, ready? And it was 2D8, right?
48.
48.
Mhm.
Oh, so that's 7.
Yep.
Wow.
10.
You're
10.
hitting its butt?
12.
Are you hitting it?
Yeah.
20.
Damn.
That's what make up for it.
No way.
I'm glad that I was like, hey, let's not fire at will.
Let's
That was a lot of damage.
that's some good probing there.
Thanks for scanning his butt.
Oh god. I'm now an accomplice.
What were you shooting it with?
The high
turret-
Uh,
explosive.
It's not it's kinetic?
It doesn't say whether it's kinetic or anything. I'm assuming it's kinetic.
It
because
says
high
it's
explosive.
it's yeah.
Alright. So as you warm up the gun.
dead.
Yeah, it's super dead. You basically two-shot it. Like, that's crazy. You warm up the gun and the ship rocks again as it shoots a shell at the ship, at the whale. The shell hits the back of it, kind of right above its tail, and just kind of like, differently from last time when you shot it in the face, continues forward through the kind of midsection of the whale. And then you can see it kind of like list a little bit. And then as it's listing and kind of like looking like it's a little bit less in control of itself, some of the augmentations on its head begin to disintegrate into a cloud of molecular dust. Just they aren't really. I mean, there's no wind, so they don't blow away.
Yeah.
But like,
No. It just
the force of
floats
the
away.
disintegration itself kind of propels them a little bit outward. So there's this almost like perfect sphere of like very dark but glistening dust around where the augmentations used to be.
We should leave quickly. From my understanding, the chemicals inside of a whale can cause it to expand and then explode.
Yes, Moonclap, do not let it get anywhere close to that gaseous cloud.
Well, are we not going to be checking out the ship? The other ship is
Oh, we can go that direction. I just think that we should go around the
go.
whale.
Oh, yes, around.
Please.
A long time ago on Galarian, I heard that they tried to explode a whale with TNT, and it didn't work out very well.
On Galarian, you say?
I've been to Galarian.
I don't think you
really?
have.
Oh, tell me about it. Wait, how much of this is going on in our heads, and how much of this are we saying out loud?
Well, if
All
he's
of it
speaking,
is
it's only
in my
his
head.
All of that is
All
in
of
your
it
head.
is his head.
So what happened there is like you said, I think on Galarian, da da da, and I can't hear what,
It's like a group chat.
but I can hear what Zen.
It's a group chat.
So I
Yeah.
heard that, but I don't get to respond to that.
Yeah, no, it's
I
it's
do?
like a
Oh,
group
it's legit
chat.
like a group
How many
chat.
times?
Wait. Well, when I do group chats, I can never respond to anybody.
Oh my God, save!
Yeah, we don't let you in the group chat.
Yeah, no, it's like we're all on the same like party line on a telephone, so it's like
or group chat.
yeah, or group chat.
Group chat.
Oh.
Okay.
Um,
So I will go around. You know what? It's so strange that we are in space and I can't go up or below.
Elder Zan stands up out of his chair.
Above or below is this?
Um,
You can.
I would like to go over the creature.
Okay, go over it. Fine.
I do it.
Great.
What do you think a flyby is?
Do you think
Do you think you went
do you think
physically
you passed through
Well,
the ship?
yeah, but I have to do a stunt to do the flyby.
Yeah, because you like last minute like woo.
Sure, but if I didn't want to do a fly, if I just wanted to use my basic speed, I can't.
Yes, technically we can move in 3 dimensions.
You can move in 3 dimensions. There's no reason to not move in 3 dimensions. Do you want to turn 60 degrees north or
What
up,
I'm saying
or
is this map
like-
should be a globe.
Okay, great.
We should have magnets.
We should be able to reach inside of it and take a little ship.
If you invent that, I'll gladly sell it for you.
Oh.
I send to Easy and I say communicate with if you can communicate back with the the station and let them know that the whale's been dealt with, and ask them what they want us to do with the ship.
As you fly, I'm assuming this is happening simultaneously.
Yes.
As you fly over the whale, it explodes and kills you all. As you fly over the whale, you notice that the ship that you're pursuing, the engines die out.
Really quick, noticing that, but in response to what you said, Elder Zan stands up, or he reaches over to turn on the communications thing, and then stands up and walks over to you and puts a hand on your forehead and says, "You don't give orders, but I will be talking to them." No, you don't need to respond.
Were you there when they offered us money?
Xana turns and his back is to you, and he turns his head back and says, "No, because you pick up the gigs."
Yeah, I know.
And he walks back and sits down, and I will call back to the base that we just dropped those people at, phone them.
Captain Eldazan, so there's the ship, the engines, they have shut off, so it is a little mysterious, kind of creepy. Do we want to continue forward?
I believe
your hail is replied to not by basically answering the phone, for lack of a better term, but they send you a text message in response.
Okay.
It says, "Congratulations, that was awesome to watch. Good work. Are you all okay?" ?
And I send back a text message that says, "Yes, I, Elder Zan, and the crew of the Observer are fine. We have saved you all. We will take the reward from the goodness of your heart now, coming back to you at this time."
Cool. You'll be waiting for a reply for that.
So
I'm gathering my guns.
Is there a way that we can maybe perhaps hook onto it with some sort of a grappling devices and just bring it back to the ship, so that they can take care of it, so that we don't need to really be involved anymore?
Do we have anything like that on our ship? Can we
some sort of an anchor?
Can we hitch them to us?
Grappling device.
I have 100 feet of titanium
your
alloy
last
cable.
message said,
it said we're coming.
You're coming back,
We're fine. We did great.
and you want them to pay you.
Well, we're ready for their donation.
Right, exactly. The response you get says, "We need the ship." What's the word? "We need the ship cleared, and we need the ship brought back to us, and then we'll gladly pay you."
And I just do facepalm, and I say, "Oh God, they want us to go onto the ship?"
I try to call them again.
They answer. There's a lot of people very silently.
You're just cleaning your gun.
There's a lot of people silently walking around. This went from a scene of excitement and happiness when they first saw the ship to a scene of terror when they saw the whale, and now it is just work.
Okay.
The person that picks up your hail isn't the station master. You don't recognize them. Cool. They're heads down, not really looking up at you. Looking at you and go, "If you insist, what do you want?"
Excuse me, I desire your eyes.
They hang up on you.
So, Eldazan,
Yes.
Captain Eldazan. So, are we going on the ship? Are we?
Oh no, we're going back to the base. No one hangs up on Elder Zan. Turn us around.
I messaged you payment. I messaged all of you.
And did we
money.
hear the video call? I feel like I'm in the same room.
You would have been able to see it.
Yeah.
It's on the screen.
Well, and then not only
on the
that,
helm.
when they specifically told us it was to take care of the ship. It was kill the whale and deal with the ship is what they had said to us.
Well, I want you to bring the ship back.
Yeah.
You're not going to dock the ship or bring the ship in without
Yeah.
That's their mindset.
Yeah. No. And I say it's best if we actually go through the ship, determine if there's any hostiles. If there is any hostiles, we'll take them out. And even if there isn't, we could assist anyone in any medical assistance that they need. And just as well as I know, is if we dock with them and try to drag their ship back and they somehow manage to turn it back on and fly the other direction, it's bad news for both of us.
That's true. Clarissa, I know that this is inside of my head, but for some reason, can I hear you cleaning your gun?
Oh no, I'm already I'm strapped and ready to go. I only have 3 guns and a knife on me.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Captain, oh no, the thrusters of our ship, they seem to be just going forward. There's nothing I can do. It is like, I think the ship that we are pursuing has some sort of tractor beam capabilities.
I think I send a message as I'm hearing you discuss this with him. I send a because I realize what you're doing. I'd send a message to Zan and I say, we also get first pick of any loot.
Yes, I've also, with my powerful sense motive, I also know what's going on. Boomclaps being a little cheeky. And
Wait. Let me do a bluff check.
Do you want to do bluff versus sense motive? Let's fucking go.
This is PvP.
All right.
I'm glad it's not me this time.
26.
Oh shit.
So as we were saying, yes, I know what Boomclap's doing. He will be reprimanded when we board, but we will board.
So there's nothing I can do. I have to just take my hands off Sophia.
Boomclap, just do your best. Try to get us back to the station. But if we're going to the ship, we're going to the ship.
Oh no, it is so heavy. Perhaps maybe you should come back over and put your hands on my steering.
Elder Dan is behind you with 2 hands on your shoulders, and he picks you up.
Hey, that's inappropriate.
Takes you out of the seat, and he sits in and looks at you and says, And I'm going to start flying the ship.
You reach into your pouch.
Are you going to try to...
Yes, I am.
Okay, great.
Oh.
Okay, so...
I'm going to telepathically link with Boomclap and be like, this is how a ship broke the first time.
Is your piloting 0?
Yeah.
Make me a piloting check.
Okay.
Oh man.
I'm gonna.
Do I
Well,
get
alright.
engineering?
So you have to dock the ship with the ship that you were pursuing.
Mm-hmm.
So
I should have put a rank in piloting, but it's great.
as you approach, you severely misalign the 2 airlocks and just kind of bump off of the other ship. Everybody on the ship, no matter where you are, feels a thunderous earthquake.
Well, just knowing that Elder Zan is behind the wheel, I immediately said something.
Yeah, if there's another chair nearby the piloting chair, I can sit in and put like a seatbelt on.
Since you guys have been like adventuring together for a while, I'm assuming you have like some protocol for when Elder Zan decides that Elder Zan wants to pilot the ship.
Code Z.
I pick up all the loose things around the helm with my telekinetic hand,
and it's like
just like hover it in place so it doesn't.
So yeah, I have like 3 hands on the wheel and one just kind of like on the and it's moving so much slower than it needs to, and it's just like a little.
And it's like your grandmother drive.
Yeah, a little bit. And it hits it, and it's like.
Captain Anderson.
Oh, you're right.
There's a display.
There is a problem with the thrusters. It's running into things. Oh no!
Now that we've had that
simultaneous crew facepalm.
Wait, Anderson, you're right. Sorry. Actually, I know what's wrong with the thrusters. I can take back over. I would like to take back over.
Please.
Can I dock this ship?
I'll let you know. You can just take a 20 if you want.
I will do that.
William carefully aligns the 2 air ducts. I'm sorry I wasn't fair to you. I apologize, but
you were not fair to me, but you were more than fair to Elder.
So yeah, you successfully dock. You can.
Yeah, we do. Sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry.
Now I must eat a chocolate.
And now I see a chocolate cake. He's like, wait, don't put them away.
Want a chocolate?
This is my.
Anybody want a space chocolate?
This is my good hand.
I can't eat anymore.
Oh,
it's after 7.
Oh, poor baby.
I'll take one.
I turn into
we reach
multiple
across
goblins. And gremlins grow out of me.
Gremlins grow out of you, yeah.
Your skin suit.
We're gonna have showers.
Are you all going to leave your ship?
I will say,
I don't know. I feel like Elder Zan would stay with the ship.
No, I know how to get you off it.
No. Elder Zan wants to go off because he has realized there is probably loot and possibly people who will need help. And the people who will need help, he can definitely extort from.
I was just
so,
like that.
I need to take a moment. So you start like gearing up to like actually move the ship, and we haven't seen you do this in a while. And I want to be like, and I'm going to lean over to Soren. Oh, so close. To Soren and just be like, Soren and probably Morrigan, and if you're there as well, I think just like everyone except for Zan, and just be like, So, do we just let him leave and takes the ship?
I'm down for it.
I mean, is that okay? Well, no, I want to help these people. I want to help these people. Yeah.
And that's how Jonas gets to play a new character in the second session.
I wouldn't be that mad.
We'd make you a researcher. Yeah. That'd be good.
I do love this dynamic of completely hating a captain.
Although I feel like if we did that and we started next session, it would start with Elder Zan having convinced the crew to get the ship back together and follow us.
Yeah.
Yeah, this golden ship would just blow us out of the
That's
sky.
So that's actually a terrible idea.
Elder
We should
Zan
not
would be
leave Elder Zan alone with the crazy advanced alien ship.
Yeah.
Right,
Yes,
right.
agreed.
True.
I will exit the ship as well.
Before we exit the ship,
Also everything, but yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say, is there because we're docking with the ship, is there any sort of access panel on the outside before entering physically into the ship? Because I imagine we have to put like
Right.
a key code or
So the docking,
it's not like, hey, the door's open.
the dock, like the airlock, will open between your two ships, but then it's just a tiny little airlock.
Okay.
So in that room, there will be a panel that you use to actually enter the ship.
Okay. So okay.
So really quick, just to show
Mhm.
everybody on the stream, this is the ship interior.
Where are
the
we?
players are
So
smart
pretty.
and not going to pretend that they are not looking at the actual interior of the ship that they don't see. So you're here.
I
But
don't have a miniature.
only 2 of you can fit in this room at a time, maybe 3, I think.
I think
Before we
I think the Ahsoka is
I'm
not a
waiting
problem.
On the ship.
waiting in the airlock.
Well, the Yusaki and the
There-
Grey are both like, tiny.
that wouldn't be the order we're in because
Oh, yeah,
there
you're
is
both-
going to be something before we get off of our ship that will put Morgan and I just in the back because I will call
Gray's
her
a small
over
creature,
for a
right?
quick.
Okay, so
chat
technically,
after
I think you both can occupy the same space relatively comfortably.
Oh, probably.
Like, not during in combat,
Yeah,
but like
yeah,
for
yeah.
this.
Sure.
I would say I definitely want to be in front because I want to access the panel before.
Yeah, yeah.
we-
And I would like to be in front because I want to like have your back and like have my pistol out and ready to shoot Zan if I have to.
So you know inherently that the ship is filled with breathable atmosphere, that the artificial gravity generators are still running, so you're not floating in nothingness. The interior is made of alloys that look like polished brass or steel, mostly brass, so it has like kind of that gold feel to it, with accents of dark stone-looking material.
And this is what we're noticing in just this one room, correct?
Yes, this is a tiny room. This is just like a
Okay.
general outline of the
Yeah.
way that the architecture seems to look, so I don't have to say it for every room.
Yep.
There are glowing ceiling panels that have like holographic flames on them that are kind of shedding light into the room, but they periodically flicker and like turn off for a moment
So
and then
super
come back
creepy.
online. Yeah, just you.
Haunted ship.
You can obviously tell like as a result of the combat that you were just in. The room that you're in specifically has a control panel, and it's glowing steadily red. The like control surface in front of it is just like red. Cool.
So we don't need to play this out because we're past the point where it would have happened. But before we got off of our ship, Zan called Morgan over and said, "Morgan the Third, a quick chat," and he just like basically calmly berated you for missing the whale with that last big shot. He wasn't nice about it. Jonas, I'm sorry. But I just want to establish that was done, and he's a mean captain.
I didn't even realize he was being mean.
Point of order, Elder Zan's a dick.
And at the end of it, I will lean over and be like, "Is that he's being very condescending and very rude and just kind of just mean spirited about the whole thing. Just so you know."
But we've learned that if I don't notice it, it's even more mean, right?
Oh yeah, no, he hates
So
it.
he looks back and he's just like, "She didn't get it."
Really quick before we continue, can everybody tell me the languages they know?
I know Basic, and I know Klingon and Wookiee.
Nope. That
I
copywritten.
Ewok.
And this is
And
not.
that's
that.
how we get sued.
Yep.
I know Common and Kasatha, I think that's it.
Okay.
Where
I
do I get
know-
other languages? I feel like I would
I know
more.
Common, Castrovillian, Actonian, Kasatha, and Vesk.
Okay.
Why don't I know more languages? I feel like this character would know more languages. Oh, because I have shared language. I don't need to learn them. I just need to speak them.
You're not allowed to pick the right language.
No. This is the Alien Archive. This is where my character's in.
I don't know.
Okay.
I was like,
I don't think grays are super restrictive.
no, I don't
I
think
just
so
don't
either. I just can't
know.
remember if there was
That's all I
any
know.
How do you
specific
get
ones that they
More
start with.
languages.
Probably common in their own.
Yeah, but I don't know if they have one.
I mean,
That's
is it
what I
from
was.
your, like, with your class or your background?
It says
It says
common,
gray
racial,
magic
and
right
moral.
there.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a no. You
So
basically
mine,
speak.
I just
Yeah.
know common.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I have spelling abilities.
What is
It's just science that none of us understand. All right.
Indigo? What are your languages?
That's what I was looking at. I
Oh,
think it's
yeah.
just common.
I'll just
I have no
speak
idea.
I don't
what
see
my
the
common.
language
languages are.
listed.
Great. I'm gonna just say
here,
that you
so-
don't know the one that is needed for
Awesome.
this entire campaign. How
Love
about
it.
that? Great. Cool.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
All right. Cool. That
So
went
I'll
well.
just speak
I just know that I
common.
can mind thrust.
That was.
Do you know my languages by any chance, Indigo?
What are the Yoski? No, I think it's common and then a chosen one, but I didn't choose one for you.
Oh, it's okay.
I didn't choose. I don't know if I got a choice.
Yeah,
Alright.
I don't know it. I don't know the language I'm supposed to know. So
So you're chilling in the airlock, and you just have that one panel.
I would like to.
probably
As far as you can tell.
I would like to penetrate the system.
Ooh.
Not insert.
No, penetrate.
Using the inserter.
I would like
Yeah.
to rail the system.
I'm assuming I'm going to take some player liberties. I'm going to reach into my wrist computer, pull out a cable, attach it into probably a part of the back of the.
Wow. Cool.
It
Do you mind just poking that real quick?
You know how.
Oh shit.
Check the device.
I think.
Shared language is not the spell I thought it was.
Set up a new device. Go to your Alexa app.
I don't.
So I do that. I reach to the back of it. Plug it.
Are you role playing a Pip Boy right now? Is that what I'm supposed to be imagining?
It's more like
Like
the
the-
Omni. It's more like the Omni from Mass Effect,
All right.
or
Am I-
even the wrist computer like from Predator. Like visually, that's how what I.
Okay, yeah.
Like, it's literally like-
a
It
arm
looks like my
gauntlet,
normal
yeah,
arm,
yeah.
and then I just I pull open a screen, and then it's got a keyboard
I
kind of
dig
thing.
it. I dig it.
But not like ghetto ass.
Yeah,
Pit
like
Boy.
Buzz Lightyear.
Not
Yeah.
anyway.
And I would like to use my computer skills to try to get access to the computer.
Sure.
Except the buttons on his are
We're
real.
gonna find out about the logs of all of the crew.
So 17. It's really low. I rolled a 3.
Oh, baby.
That is bad.
Encourage him.
No, that's not a thing.
No, I can't. I can.
So
aid,
you're trying to penetrate the system, and you're like, oh wait, this is just a door control. I can just. I think it's this button.
Mhm.
You don't recognize the language that the
No.
door controls are written in, but like they're laid out in such a way that you're like, and
Yeah.
the door opens.
Cool.
And
Well, hold on. I
Already-
see the
already-
button and I go, okay, is everyone ready?
yeah, I ready my,
Oh, yeah.
I ready my pistol.
Yeah, I get my
I've
my
got dual
tactical
pistols.
auto pistol.
I have a knife in one hand and a baton in another, and the other two are just like this.
Before we do this, I
Bring
am
your
going to
tablet
cast
with you.
Comprehend Languages on myself.
Okay.
It lasts for 10 minutes. I can now
Great.
read the door panel.
That's gonna
To
make this
open the
entire
door?
thing way more difficult.
For you?
For me specifically, yeah.
All right.
Why would I say if it was
I'm
gonna make it
out
more
with my
difficult for the
two
player?
pistols. I'm
all
dual
right. So
pistols.
we're all ready, and I hit the button.
And you're looking at an empty cargo bay. There's like straps and eye rings on the wall, but other than that, it's and
Is there anything specific that doesn't like immediately translate with the spell? Because that would be things like names on the door panel. But
Oh,
it's just like
no. It's just
Okay.
like this door is
It's just a
open
door panel.
closed door.
Okay.
So I would like to walk into this room. If I perceive it to be empty, I'd like to.
Make a perception check.
It is 18. I'm the least perceptive person here.
You notice that
I'm pretty perceptive actually myself.
that like this is a cargo bay,
Mm-hmm.
and normally there'd be large or at the very least, medium-sized things being pushed in and out and like strapped down to the walls. Big boxes that have like lots of guns or lots of food.
Yeah.
The floor in this cargo bay is pristine. So this is either like a recently cleaned and like refurbished, because there's no gouges, there's no scrapes, there's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Cleaned or refurbished, or it's a brand new ship that didn't have any cargo in it for its maiden voyage.
Okay.
Those two things.
Is there any entrance or exits?
Yeah, you can notice the entrance to the, I guess that would be east.
Foyer?
So I would like to walk towards that door. I don't know if anyone else wants to join me.
Yeah,
I'm going to step in and look around and see if there's any other writing I can read.
I'll step in with you.
So I think we're all in the room?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll be in. I think.
Right?
think. Yeah, Elder Zan's probably gonna follow.
Wait, which one is it?
So that's the door I want to go to. The one going to A3.
Oh, you're the blue one, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just want to make sure we were in the right room.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't look like this has
Keep
great...
Elder Zan behind Soren, right?
Okay, this is me,
Yeah.
so...
I'm the one who's
Zan.
laying down. Yeah. Keep him behind the only one big enough to shield me.
Of course. It's me, Morgan.
I'm behind
As you guys kind of approach the door, you hear a banging sound, not coming from the room on the other side of that door, but more coming from like the northeast of where your current position
Is it like just an echo we're hearing through the ship, or does it sound like someone's banging on the wall, like right on the other side?
It's an echo you're hearing coming through the ship.
Okay.
Yeah. It does not sound like it's coming from that.
doesn't sound like it's from a room adjacent to us.
Sure.
Make a perception check.
Not me.
Me.
For everybody?
24 for mine.
Just a 10.
Yeah, 16. 3.
14.
You can't tell.
Not even with 24?
Nope.
All right.
I'm scared.
Oh, sorry, 15.
Still can't tell.
Oh, dang it.
You all hear that.
Here, I rolled a 29.
Still, I mean, you didn't, but
I just want to see
when I walk to this door, is it automatic or is there another panel?
no. I'm going to say for the purposes of this, none of the doors are automatic. You're going to choose when they open.
Okay.
And unless I call it out specifically, they're
This
just you
sounds
open
like
them.
horror.
Okay.
I'll let you know if there's like a.
All right. So I would like to go to the door and look around and go. Ready?
I want to take a quick look around. So there's no other computers in this room. It's just
No way to
empty.
hack into like a CCTV or something.
From my understanding, it's a pristine,
Okay.
just
So then no.
yeah.
So there's no surveillance at all on it.
There is. I'm sorry. I super forgot to mention something. Oh no, never mind. That's not what you are. I'm super sorry for misleading you twice in a row.
Yeah, so I
Mr. Nutter Captain.
will ready my pistol again and point it toward the door.
Yeah. I
Cool.
think I just have a hand out like this now, readying a 0 level spell.
All right. I open the door.
As you open the door,
What the frick?
you're the friend.
Krug, what have you done?
What?
Who is that?
This is a symmetrical room that feels a little bit out of place. Its walls are worked with a material that looks like basalt and is lit by flames hovering ornate brass sconces. The floor is an elaborate mosaic of a red sunburst against a yellow tile, and the ceiling overhead rises in a stone cupola, which I don't know what that word means.
Hey, before
good.
you,
Bearing the
before
same
you keep
pattern.
going, you should switch it to the map view.
We were just on the map view.
Yeah,
But
now
now
you're
they're-
explaining it.
We should be
Yeah.
interactive.
In the center, brass vines with leaves of flame climb an empty basalt plinth.
It's just
That's what that mini is?
No,
No.
this is
something else.
something else.
That is what's going to burn our faces off.
Well, hopefully not. So I'm trying to figure out what a voice should be for this thing. Welcome to my temple. Speak your wish and it shall be granted. This is a I can't tell you that. And this
What does
is
it
my
look
run
like?
on White books.
Speak your wish and it will be granted.
Sounds like a genie.
Sounds like it has.
Is it a fire
Oh,
genie?
I shouldn't know this. I'm not right.
I wish I had infinite wishes.
It kind of looks like a where's the thing? It kind of looks like a snake, right? Like a very long body that's kind of curled up, but its torso has a torso first of all, and it has 2 arms that come out of the torso and kind of more of like a lizardy looking face with horns. It's all black, and then as you get closer and closer to its torso, more and more kind of fiery crevices start to appear, and then they get more and more frequent as it goes up to its head. Okay. It looks like
Lava Naga.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, in certain parlance, sure.
I do say I wish for infinite wishes out loud. I do say that.
Yes.
You say you wish for infinite wishes?
I wish for infinite wishes.
You can't wish for infinite wishes.
I wish for infinite wishes -1.
That's not how.
Also, who are you?
It thinks for a minute and kind of like walks away.
But
So I just want to ask for Boom Clap, because he was saving people from a volcano and then had his arm and face horribly burned. Is he not traumatized by the ship or the lava elemental standing in front of him?
He doesn't remember it.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't remember it.
I think Elder Zan pushes forward to the front of our group, so in front of you open the door, right, Clapsar?
We haven't entered the room yet.
So-
Right.
No.
And,
Just at the
Like
entrance.
right here?
yeah, and I'm not entering either. I'm gonna
Okay,
say
so
I
you're
guess
shoving-
next to and like just in front. Yeah, I'll shove him back.
No, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I imagine this is what happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Except there's 2 hands that push him back, while 2 are gesturing out. It's like, hello, friend. It is I, Elder Zan. Are you in need of help on this day?
I don't need help. I'm here to help you.
Oh, good.
I can grant you wishes.
Now, when you say granting wishes, can you tell us what this means?
You don't
mean-
know what a wish is?
Well, no, of course I
It's
know
really
what
simple.
a wish
It's
is.
just like you want something and you're like, I want this so bad. And then I give it to you, and then you're happy, and I'm happy, and right?
Wait, so if we wish for something, you will supply it to us?
Is he dumb?
But I wish
Someone killed this one.
I wish for.
Excuse me?
Someone killed this now.
But
Calling Elder Zan dumb. I'm a captain and an icon.
But
I'll thank you to
Elder
remember.
Zan-
I telepathically say to him, to the
That-
creature, I say, the jury's still out on that one.
I mean, I understand the want of someone wanting wishes, but we all know that wishes aren't true and aren't going to happen. So,
what if
But
it's
I have many-
technology you just
I have-
can't explain yet?
wishes?
oh shit.
As soon as I can see a wish being granted, I can try to explain how
Elder
the technology
Zan,
behind it.
This could be a learning moment for Gray.
Creature,
Laxar, excuse me.
Yeah.
I wish for 71,000 credits. That's 4 hands.
Perfect. Here you go. And it puts down. What you perceive to be an invisible object, by the way they're holding
Okay.
the air, onto the ground. And you can make I guess, an insight check.
Sense motive.
I just do this.
This will be sense motive, right? In this silly game. 17.
Yeah, you're fairly certain that it set down something invisible on the ground.
That was actually there.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get an idea of if it's equivalent to 71,000 credits in any way?
It's probably a container.
Okay.
Credits are like USB sticks.
I elbow Gray with one of my free arms and was like, well, you put it down.
Claxar.
Sorry, Claxar. you put a character named Gray earlier. Claxar, 71,000 credits, please retrieve. And I'll step back behind Claxar.
I'm going to step so I can see through the doorway.
Smart.
I'm gonna legitimately walk in the room.
I was just gonna do the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand in the corner and
Oh,
observe.
So are you following Klaxar
Yep.
into the room?
Klaxar and I are gonna go into the room.
I would like to look around the room a little bit more. I'm paying no attention to this.
Okay.
And I'm paying
This-
all attention to this.
To this heathen of a magical character.
No, the chick.
So go ahead and make a perception check, Jake.
17.
In the room?
You're in the room as well?
Yes.
There isn't really anything terribly exciting in the room aside from what Roberta described.
What about? Do I see the doors?
Yeah, the doors aren't in any way hidden.
Yeah, I know. I'm just.
Yeah, you absolutely see the doors.
Yeah. I look up at it and I would like to say, is there any other living creatures on this vessel?
Is that your wish? You want to know if there's any other living creatures on this vessel?
Did he say he wanted a wish?
No, I'm asking you a question. Are there any?
I only grant wishes.
So you know nothing else other tn wishes?
You're boring.
I said infinite wishes!
It's going to say, I said no infinite wishes! And it is going to... which one are you?
For my
The brown one.
I'm the brown one.
Boop, boop. Oops.
Oh, that's what happens.
It boops twice.
And it knocks you over.
So it comes.
I don't know, that looks like something that would boop.
It
Oh,
sounds
that's
like
a,
it's
that's a
a
big red booper right there. The big booper. Straight out of rock and roll.
Booper.
A giggle when you walk in. Sorry, I was starting to sing the Big Bopper.
No, I'm just thinking of
I like it when you call me Big Bob.
Oh, there we go. It tries to bite you. It
Cool.
screams at you about
I'm attacking.
about not granting infinite wishes, and then it just runs up to your legs and tries to bite you.
Not like your antics.
Oh no, I'm sorry, you're small. It runs up to you and tries to bite you.
His ear.
Does a 12 hit you?
It does not.
Sweet. So it just like bites the air next to your leg. It looks pissed at you.
Leg or his face?
Well, leg because it missed.
That would be anything not specifically called out as energy damage. We'll probably always have to commit a conflict.
Yep. True. Thank you. I need to make that distinction more apparent. That was attacking your case.
I wish you would be nice to me.
I would like you to roll initiative.
Alright. And it's plus dex still in this game?
Nat 20
Yeah.
20.
on initiative.
Did you get 2?
Not nat 20, just a 20.
Can we have a nat 20? We
I
have
got-
a non-nat 20.
I got a 9.
Sign
Wait.
language?
No, it's binary. This is how Elizan can count to like 1,000 or something.
We just see him sitting at the
One,
helm while we're in the middle of combat, counting to 1,000.
4.
It's 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and you can combine those up to
Yeah.
31. Yeah. So
Boom clap.
Does a critical miss mean anything?
Nope.
It's just okay. So my initiative is 5, so 6.
Sweet.
Initiative bonus is 5.
Morgan.
Mine was a 20. Right, wait. That was
Total 20.
Yeah, total 20.
And Zan.
Elder Zan is a 9.
Great. No. Klaxar.
17.
Yep.
Y'all being speciest up in here.
I've
Sorry?
said Klaxar every
21.
time.
True.
Golly.
So when Nat 20 gets you,
Soren, you were going first.
I'm going to shoot it with an energy ray.
I have nothing else to do. That's a pretty good thing to do. Just tried to bite me, and it's mad. Even though I was the only one asking for things.
Asking for
like
wishes.
wishing
With
for,
my-
wishing for things.
With my whole
But it
total
didn't
plus
like
1 to hit.
infinity wishes.
Well, then I asked for you to be
18
happy
against
with him.
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah, that hits. You're good.
So it's a D3. So it takes 1 damage. Cold damage.
Oh.
1 cold damage.
Oh, because it's like
Tell me that just kills it.
fiery.
No.
If it takes any cold damage it does.
Yeah. Any damage it takes instantly kills it. No.
Cold damage. Is it vaccinated?
Achoo!
That's hilarious. Okay, sorry. I need to.
Yeah.
That would be Morgan.
Sorry,
Is
I probably
Viruses travel fast in the vacuum of space,
next. Morgan, you're next.
says a narrator.
Shoot it.
We already started to shoot at the damn
I
thing?
mean,
They
I
got
shot
hit with
it.
a cold ray.
Okay, yeah, I've
Tried
got
to bite
tactical pistol,
Boom
so
Clap.
I'll do that.
I will tactically
1d6?
pistol it.
How do I? Okay, sorry.
D20.
It's a D20, and then your attack bonus.
So
Which
if
is-
you're using the sheet that we made, it should say the weapon you're trying to use. It should say level, and then next to it should say attack bonus.
Okay, 2. And I've got dual pistols, so I'm gonna do it at the same time. So I guess I roll twice.
Is that
part of the 2-weapon fighting rules for?
no? You're only able to use one at a time, unless you're using 2-weapon fighting, because then it's a penalty to firing.
I think it's like a -4
Yeah.
to firing with 2. So you would be taking a -2 to both rolls to shoot with both your pistols.
That seems weird, but okay.
It's difficult to fire 2 guns accurately at the same time.
I guess.
So you're using both or just one?
I can alternate, or
You can choose each round.
You can choose to fire 1 or choose to fire 2 with the -2.
I'll just fire the one.
Once you get a better idea of what the, I guess they're laser pistols, right? So the EAs or
it's tactical pistol, so it's piercing damage.
Oh, okay. So then once you figure out the KAC, once you get a better idea of like what number you have to beat, you'll be able to better decide like
What
is a -2 worth it,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. I guess I'll just do one for now.
Okay.
Start off with baby steps.
Baby steps.
17 plus 2, so 19.
Super hits.
All right, and then
So
it's a
D6.
D6. I'm killing your map here.
That's okay.
It's a
I only need
3.
it for just this one thing. It's not like I'm gonna hang it with afterwards.
You should.
Is
So
it
it's 3.
3.
Oh.
Damage.
Easy.
Easy peasy. Not you.
Hey, stop that!
And is the damage is just what you roll, right?
Correct.
It doesn't add anything.
It depends on what you're using.
Yeah.
Typically, like most melee weapons will add strength or dexterity, but
Yep.
for ranged weapons, typically not.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Is that your turn?
Me? Yes.
That makes it Clockstar's turn.
I am also going to shoot it. Actually, I'm going to use a free action to use my AI to make it my target, which gives me a +1 to my base attack bonus.
Nice.
And which makes my base attack bonus 1.
Go, Claxar.
Is there a 5-foot step equivalent action in Starfinder?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Nat 20.
That is a natural 20.
Oh my.
Sweet.
All
Sick.
over the place.
So
How does that work in this game?
you roll your dice twice.
Sweet. It's so nice you rolled it twice.
All right.
6.
Nice. You literally hit average. And sorry, what kind of weapon are you using?
It's also a tactical pistol.
Gotcha. That makes it Zan's turn.
So
The
Elder
little guy's
Zan,
gonna look at you and go, "Oh, you're nasty."
is gonna do what he was gonna do if we weren't fighting this thing anyway.
Mhm.
I'm going to cast Token Spell using a standard action. Is each one of those squares 5 feet?
Yes.
Okay, so let me ask this: is movement is separate from action still in this? Like I can move and also take an action.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna move 5 feet forward, so I'm in range of the spot where he dropped that invisible thing.
Okay.
So I'm just like right in here now,
Alrighty.
right there.
Sure.
I'm gonna cast Token Spell, which is like sort of Starfinder's Prestidigitation.
Mm-hmm.
And the effect I want to use is slowly lift one item of light bulk, and I'm targeting that invisible thing that they place on the ground,
Mhm.
basically to figure out if it's light bulk or not.
Yeah. The spell
So-
fails.
Okay, cool. That's my turn.
You really quick. Make an intelligence check.
Sweet. Just 3 intelligence?
Yep.
3.
Cool. It's probably too heavy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so too.
Because you can only. It has a limit, right? It has a
Right.
weight limit, and so it's probably
Yeah.
over the weight limit.
This is not light.
Yeah. It's
Cool.
Not like,
Not something he can just put in his pocket right now.
Cool. That's my turn.
the it's going to realize that you're doing this and just
Mhm.
like look at you, and everybody else who wants to notice, because this isn't really part of anything, is going to notice it, kind of like look at you and go like
And a third hand
yeah.
just goes, shh,
And then
focusing.
into a crit,
Mm-hmm.
and that is something that it doesn't enjoy.
Mm.
So it's gonna wait. Where are you located?
The blue one.
Oh,
the front.
okay, yeah, it's already next to you.
It went to go bite.
It is going to shoot a ray of energy at you out of its mouth.
Come at me, bro.
Golly. Does a solid 8 hit your AC?
It does not.
Cool. In that case, a streak of lightning shoots past your shoulder. And that makes it Boomclap's turn.
Okay, so I've got my pistol, so I'm just gonna shoot it. But I do have a question.
Yeah.
So I have I have Daredevil, so like I have access to making a trick attack, where I can make an acrobatics check to make a trick attack, and then I make an attack with a melee weapon or a small arm or any small arm. Just before making the attack, I attempt a bluff, intimidate, or stealth check. Or a check associated with your specialization with a DC equal to 20 plus your target's CR. If you succeed at the check, you deal 1d4 additional damage, and the target is flat-footed. You can't use this ability with a weapon that has the unwieldy special property or that requires a full action to make a single attack. Does my pistol require a full action to make a single attack?
It does not.
Okay.
Full round. It doesn't take a full round. It does take
a standard.
It takes a standard action.
Yeah, a full action means that you're not going to move. You're not going to do anything on your turn except for attack.
Oh, okay.
Or whatever takes a full
Some
action.
weapons say basically like if you choose to fire this weapon, you cannot do anything else on your turn. A pistol's
Like a
one of those things.
bazooka.
Yeah.
Like
So you have, I believe you have a tactical pistol and then you have a sniper rifle.
Correct.
So the sniper rifle is unwieldy, so you can't use your thing.
Also not light.
I also
Yeah,
would
but,
not snipe
small.
at point blank.
So you can use use your small arms, and you can either use bluff, intimidate, or acrobatics or athletics because of your daredevil. So I would choose whichever's highest. I think it's either your acrobatics or your athletics.
Yeah, my acrobatics is or my stealth are the two highest. So I'm probably gonna do acrobatics.
Is stealth an option? I thought it was bluff or intimidate.
It was bluff, intimidate, or stealth. Yep.
Cool.
So I'm gonna do acrobatics. So I'm
And the DC that you're trying to beat is 20 plus CR, right?
20 plus CR.
Okay.
Yep.
Hopefully 21.
29.
That's a 17.
Yeah.
Is it a CR -4?
Nope.
All right.
No, sorry.
No. Okay.
But you can still attack.
I can
though.
still attack. I just like.
You don't get the D4.
You're like.
Yeah. I go. I'm like. I'm looking.
Too much flair.
Is the DC or is the roll to beat the DC also the attack? Okay, so you have to roll
No.
to attack.
Yeah.
No, it's to determine whether or not they get the trick attack in there.
It's good. It's like I'm going side to side. And I'm like looking because I want to do like a little like somersault and then like come out of it like and like fire. That was what I wanted to do, but I can't like find my way around. Like in a good. Oh, like where?
Like you're dodging back and forth, and then you just get fed up and just
I'm
like.
just like, oh, is that, it's like very. I Indiana Jones myself.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And then I take a shot, and oh gosh. Oh boy, is an 8 gonna do it?
No, it's not.
Is it considered to be flanked?
No, not right now. Okay.
So I do that.
And
I just.
We're two small creatures. So.
Yeah. Well, and one of you would have to be here or here. I think this is like one like basically the general rule of thumb that I like to use is if a cone would hit both of you, then you're not considered flanked, or then they're not considered flanked.
Graphic I'll find later.
Yeah.
That explains.
Yeah, there's in the book a very great looking graphic. So you go through this like I'm just gonna shoot, and you're like so exasperated that you don't even aim, and you just shoot like the ground a foot away from it.
Great.
It's looking up at all of you right now very happily because it thinks you're all very, very incompetent, and it's just like.
I hit.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's an enemy. It's trying to.
Oh, I know.
morale.
Morgan and I are like, no, we good.
That's going to bring
understand
it
its laughter.
to.
I just
Corin's turn again.
I just wanted infinite wishes.
No infinite wishes.
Let's shoot it with an energy ray again.
just love
That's
this
really all I got.
sound.
Eldritch Blast. What?
I
Ooh.
Nope. That's a 2 on the die.
Yeah.
It's a hot 3.
Yeah. It's gonna same exact thing as last time. And it's just gonna be like, oh, this is fun. This is like a light show. Is that?
It's my turn.
I'm gonna shut this fucker up.
Is there something about the gravity on the ship that is just throwing us off? It's very different. I'm not used to it. And I elbow Soren in the side. I'm like, am I right, Soren? The gravity is just too much for us. It's so different.
So heavy. I'm pulling my antenna down in front of my face and like doing this.
This gravity is so heavy. Look,
I don't think gravity affects magical beams, but okay if you say so.
I flip him off.
It's your turn.
Here.
Morgan. What? Oh. Nice. Nice. Because this character right here has four.
That's right. I have 4 arms.
Didn't need me for that one.
It's your turn, Morgan. Okay.
Oh, my turn?
Yeah.
I guess I try to shoot it again.
Do it.
Right.
Everybody shoot it.
Wait. The loudness.
Yeah.
That's a metal die.
Yeah, it's a heavy one too.
Yeah, it'll murder someone. Hopefully this thing, but not with that roll.
I should swap out.
We said it was with dexterity, so 9.
What are you trying to do again?
I'm trying to shoot it.
So the number next to the gun is your bonus.
Oh, yeah, so it's 9.
Same thing as William. Like, almost in the same exact spot that William shot. You miss.
We're shooting the ground.
And then it says, at least you're consistent!
So we're both aiming for
Excuse
that
me,
shots.
I made my first shot.
Super doesn't care.
Klaxar's turn.
I'm gonna use Mind Thrust.
What is Mind Thrust?
It needs to make a spell saving throw.
Needs to take me out to dinner first.
It needs to make a will save.
Mm-hmm.
Or take 1d6 damage.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Hey, how does an 8 work against your spell save DC?
I'm pretty sure it starts at a 10.
Okay,
so.
great. So, yeah. You don't have like a negative to you? No?
So, takes 5 damage.
Of this right now.
I literally look at it and just like focus all of my the power in which I use to speak with all of you, and just focus the
your
waves.
technology power.
It's just science. Not everything's technology. Sometimes
Sorry,
it's biological.
Your science power.
It's biological. So
By the power of science, I banish thee.
Klaxar's brainwaves are thrust into its body,
and it just goes ow! Like it's gone from like
You sure didn't
like it was hurt before, right? It wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm so healthy, but it's gone from like I'm in a little bit of pain, but I'm happy and it's still kind of messing with you, to now it's just like looking right at
I
you.
was kind of enjoying it before.
Zan's turn.
All right. Does this thing appear to be like made of fire in some way? Okay, no, never mind. I'm not going to try what I was going to do.
Does Klaxar have a nose? Like visible?
No. It has no slits, right?
Would you call this thing a humanoid?
I would probably not, but let me double check. Nope.
Okay, not a humanoid?
Nope.
All right. Then my final question, I'm going to cast Fatigue on it,
Okay.
which is a range of touch, which I can do, right?
Yep.
So it says you can make a melee attack against a single target's EAC, and then after that it says the target must succeed at a fortitude save. Does that mean I have to hit it and then it saves?
to
And if
save.
okay,
Yeah.
cool. I'm gonna try that anyway. So I'm basically, he's doing like, he turns towards it and is doing like a baton and knife like dancing, and then the third hand just comes and like tries to hit it.
Okay.
For the fatigue.
I dig that.
So this is first a melee attack, and I use my key ability score modifier instead of my strength, which means it is a +3. Fuck!
I don't think you can drop your hand.
It wasn't a 1.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I think that's just an 11, right? Because
Yeah.
it's my base attack bonus of 0.
So you do this really elaborate like dance like with multiple weapons before reaching out with a thrust, and the blade doesn't actually reach. Like you miscalculated the distance, and it's just sitting there looking at you like, what are you trying to do? I'm over here and you're and it just kind of like takes a step back.
And I give it 2 number 4s.
I think that we should probably get back on the ship. We're doing so much better fighting things on the ship.
You know what? I agree. Zan
just
turns
like-
and starts walking back to where he is.
It's like 4 rounds later, you still haven't killed it, and Zan just starts lobbing rounds.
3,
Are you
4, 5, 6.
Huh.
I feel like this is something Zan would
This is
definitely do.
definitely-
I speak with all of you and go, oh, good.
Zan is literally leaving the ship. That's hilarious.
I mean, Zan was about to hurt themselves. So.
Zan was.
Zan probably would have cut himself on one of his other arms on the way of doing his flailing.
Oh no, I forgot I had that.
The creature's gonna look at Klaxar and say, "I can do that too." And you have to make the same saving throw.
Is it a will?
Yeah.
7.
You. What's the damage? 1d6.
D6.
1d6, yeah.
Take it.
What was
Take
it?
a solid 1 damage.
Nice. Oh, our
But you can see-
psychic person's stronger than yours.
You can see a smug look on its face that it affected you.
Okay.
Like it thinks that it's better than you now because it can do that too.
Technically, I take a stamina point.
You do,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't. That's not how. Boom claps. Right? There's no like.
All right, I would like to do I like to do my little trick, and I'm gonna roll
You
acrobatics.
fly flourish.
I'm gonna roll acrobatics. There it is.
Hey-ho!
26.
Oh,
I thought you were gonna say 16. I was gonna be like, no.
26.
I was like, that's
26
Okay.
to, I'm gonna do a little somersault,
Nice.
and then I'm gonna point my gun and be like, shoot time. It's shoot time.
So that was to accomplish it being flat-footed, right?
yeah,
Yes.
it's flat-footed, and I get an
And
extra
gets an extra D4.
Sweet.
I get an extra D4 to shoot
For its damage.
for shoot time.
Flat-footed means all attacks hit its energy AC, right?
It's.
Or is it just doesn't get its stacks like in Pathfinder?
I think that for now I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing, and then I'll tell you next session.
Okay.
But you are getting an advantage. Let's put it that way.
Right. Oh, nice. Okay, so that attack is going to be 21.
You hit it regardless.
Great.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so,
So you're using your tactical pistol, right?
I'm using my tactical pistol.
So you get a D6 and a D4.
A D6 and a D4.
At higher levels, the operative's trick attack scales immensely.
It scales really non-linearly too. Like you go like
It goes 1d4, 1d8, then it's like 3d8. You're like,
What?
whoa.
That might have been hyperbole. I don't remember.
Still, yeah.
So I somersault to the side of it, and then I do a somersault. I look up and I point my pistol and I say, "Shoot time."
So
And
now it's
then-
flanked and
Did you
flat-footed
cut
against
time
minus
shoot
2
time?
to AC.
So and I pull the trigger for 4 damage.
So as you do the somersault, like as you
Smokes a
start to do
cigarette
the maneuver,
afterwards, too.
the somersault, like you get super into it, and it looks really cool.
Hell yeah!
And it's watching you, and it's like it was looking at Klaxar angrily, and then it just, wow, you're cool, and then you shoot it in the head and it dies.
and then I say, I bet you are still alive.
Oh.
And then I blow the end of my gun.
Elder Zan turned and comes back. Did I hear you killed it?
Did you also hear the cool thing I said?
I did. Very good on you, Boom Clap. Pick up our reward. And I gesture towards the invisible thing on the floor.
I was really kind of hoping we were just going to drag that out for a few more
I
rounds.
thought one of us was
and
for
then
sure going to
pretend that we all died to it and let Elder say it.
That would have been funny.
I thought for sure one of us was going to trip over it with the way we were going.
Who's got the biggest bluff to be like, oh, it's so heavy?
It's not.
Ugh.
Wait, no, I'll pick it up.
The biggest bluff here.
I mean, unless somebody else wants to do it. My bluff is horrible, but
Oh, I got.
I have no
I'll
bluff.
walk over and I'll pretend to grab it. I'll squat because
Okay.
I have a +8 bluff,
okay, great.
and I'll squat and grab it and just.
Great. 17?
16.
Oh!
Damn it!
So as
Cool.
you're squatting,
And then I
you're
realize
trying
he
to
doesn't
lift
get it. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah, like your arms go like this. Whoops. It's clearly there was nothing there the whole time.
Oh, there was nothing there at all?
You
Okay,
recognize
because,
that there's nothing there the whole time.
he just leans in a little bit and thinks into your head, there was nothing there the whole time. But you still tried to fool me, and that will not go unpunished.
I'm glad you caught it. I do this.
So
Yeah.
I think I want to look at this being on the ground. Can I do like some sort of investigation thing?
I mean,
There's life science to
Yeah, you can do
understand
life
more.
science if you want to know more about it. You can do mysticism for this creature.
Definitely want life science for this.
I would like to do a general perception of the room and surrounding area.
Go ahead.
Can I sleight of hand to pick its pockets?
Why do you need to
I don't think you
If
have
you
to do that.
insist, you
Are you trying to hide it from us?
Yeah.
Because that would be the only reason you'd sleight a hand it.
No, the only reason I would sleight of hand is because it gives me a +9.
I thought you were
I'll do it all.
sleight-of-handing
I'll do it all
so Zan
sneaky.
wouldn't see it.
I'll do it all
15.
sneaky and then
Do
show
it all
him.
sneaky. So Zan. Just do it so the captain doesn't see you do it.
Yeah. That's a good idea. That is what I meant.
Yeah, there's nothing terribly interesting about the rest of the room.
Is that big banging noise still going on?
You haven't heard it yet.
Okay.
You haven't heard the banging again?
15?
For mysticism?
No.
For what?
Sleight of hand.
To what? To
Pick
get
its
pockets?
Without me noticing.
Okay, you slide your hands into something.
Does he?
It doesn't feel like a pocket though,
Oh.
and then you regret it.
Well, actually, I don't, because I pulled my robot hand back out and I was like, I felt nothing.
I stand corrected.
I see what he just did, and I'm like, take a few steps.
Can I clean that?
Anything else?
I can clean your hand. I won't though. I would.
I will.
Yeah, Zan
I'll cast
tried
token
not
spell,
to
and all the
notice.
gunk on your hand is gone.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
No,
Does anybody know what sort of science was going on here?
I'll do a check. We have what? Life sciences?
Or mysticism?
I mean, I'm more intrigued to figuring out the rest of the ship, but we can come back and investigate after we've dealt with what else could be on the ship.
Banging.
We've already had a.
Why was there a temple?
Yeah.
Why is there a temple room?
Temple at the center of the ship.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really getting good vibes out of this.
Roll. You can roll
situation.
mysticism. Ask yourself that question.
Why was there? Why?
Is the pillar thing in the plinth? Does it have any writing on it, or is it just blank?
Oh, you have that spell active.
For 10 minutes. How long did it take us to miss?
Well, each
Well, the
round is
combat
6
was very
seconds.
short,
Yeah.
so I'm probably at
Very,
like the
very
tail
short.
end of
Yeah,
my
yeah.
comprehend languages.
I don't think there's any writing. I don't think there's any writing. Sorry.
Okay.
You had a mysticism thing?
13.
The only thing that you can tell about the room is that it is a shrine. So there was worshiping here. It's not like the alternative of a place where a ritual, like a spell ritual, is performed or something like that. Like this is a shrine.
So did some sort of a science ritual here.
Is it reasonably a culture check? We getting more information about that? Like what sort of culture
You can
would
try.
have a shrine like this, and what might they be doing? Well, that's it's just 8.
Not one you recognize.
This is
Are
no
we-
culture anyone sees.
Are we ready to continue? I think this is just a waste of time.
I think so.
Yes, please lead the way.
So there's a door to the north, a door to the east, and a door to the south. None of which you've explored.
South.
Yeah,
So
let's go south.
And as you,
Check out
this
the
is
engines.
dead, super dead. As you approach the
Maybe
door
we
to the
get
south,
Sam back in there.
you hear that banging
Zan comes running back in like he fixed everything.
coming from behind you.
the banging coming from behind us?
Yes. And that's where we're gonna end today.
Oh!
Cliffhanger.
Hanging from a cliff.
So thank you very much for stopping by and watching us play Dawn of Flame. If you're interested in Starfinder and you want to learn more about it, we have a ton of Starfinder content over on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/QueueTimesMain. So head over there and check out that stuff. Let us know if there's something specific you want us to cover. Maybe there's a mechanic in this playthrough that you didn't understand as well as you think you should, or whatever. Just let us know, and we'll look into it, see if we can get to understand it well enough to do a video on it ourselves, and then we will do that. If there are any questions or anything like that, you can talk to me on Twitter at QueueTimes, or you can just tweet QueueTimes, which is @_QueueTimes on Twitter. Why don't you guys let people know where they can find you?
Hello, I've been Jonas Newhouse playing the shitty Elder Zan. If you wish to punch Elder Zan in the face, you can't. He's fictional, but I can pass my pain on to him. So you can hurt me physically on Twitter. Sorry, not physically, but emotionally on Twitter at Jonas Newhouse. And then that emotional pain will turn into physical pain for Elder Zan next session.
Oh.
So be mean to me on Twitter, and I'll hurt my character.
Can you please do yours in a happy way? Thanks. Because now I'm sad.
No.
No, I'm talking to Katie.
Oh.
Katie's going to cleanse my palate, hopefully.
Hopefully. I'm Katie, who's playing Morgan, Technomancer Engineer. You can find me here on Twitch at missing an underscore. Katie _ MC80, and you can also find me on Instagram, Katie _ MC80, and then on Twitter, for whatever reason, MC80 Katie.
You know you can change that, right?
Yeah, like the
Yes,
actual.
The handle, yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
can change it once every so often.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just like a permanent thing. You're stuck with it. I have no clue why
I've
you
changed
gave
mine
that
before.
to me. But yeah, you can find me there.
Feel better?
Twitter is mostly.
Oh, you can see out of both eyes now.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Cool.
But yeah,
Great. I'm William. I was playing Boomclap, the Yusoki operative ace pilot, the flyer through Wales, a new moniker that I've developed.
I'm just gonna give you a new.
Great.
title afterwards.
Yeah, you can find me here on QueueTimes Twitch channel every Tuesday night, 6:30 PDT and 6:30 PM PDT. Doing Hijinks and Handlebars, an actual play Kids on Bikes tabletop live stream. If you don't know what Kids on Bikes is, it is like if D&D was, we're playing Starfinder. If Starfinder is like Star Wars, then Kids on Bikes is like Stranger Things. So that's really fun. It's a great role-playing system, and that is a continuous campaign. All of the VODs for it are on QueueTimes' main YouTube channel in a playlist called Hijinks and Handlebars that you can also find using bit.ly/handlestream _H_S. And then I am also, I'll be returning here for the rest of Dawn of Flame, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at KWilliamWhite, and the stuff for Hijinks and Handlebars is Instagram and Twitter at Handlestream.
Nice.
I'm Indigo, and you can reach me on Twitter at IndigoQT. Boom.
Boom!
I'm Alex. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Alex_not_Brian.
Boom,
I
that's
apologize for the
such a
terrible
great-
name.
Sorry. I thought you were going to also boom, and then I was
I
just going to
would've,
be like,
but-
that side of the table gets a
One
cookie.
more.
No. You still get a cookie.
Oh yeah, I'm so ashamed of myself for promoting other shows on your channel. Oh,
I wasn't asking you to be
And-
ashamed. I was just being a jerk on purpose. Hey,
oh yeah.
come back next week. Same
Yeah.
time, same channel. We're picking up where we left off. We'll see you guys there. Bye.
Left off, leave off Zan.
No.